no. Take your time. Take a breath.
I hit her. I hit her. And I hit her.
It all started with a scene of unimaginable violence unleashed by 27-year-old Dwayne Warren. He was taken into custody on December 29, 2020, after authorities discovered his girlfriend, Epiphany Andrews, in a pool of blood, having been stabbed 25 times and beaten so severely she was completely unrecognizable.
She had asphyxia, and she also had healing blunt force injuries, which means that she had been traumatized a few times prior to her death.
But this was not the only chilling incident they witnessed in Dwayne's Norfolk apartment. A far more heart-wrenching discovery was about to unravel, exposing the sufferings of his most vulnerable victims.
What happened to your babies?
I murdered.
On December 29, 2020, Dwayne's girlfriend, Epiphany, who was no longer living with him, visited Dwayne's apartment to pick up her 3-month-old son, Demir Warren, after the Christmas holiday, completely oblivious to the tragedy that was about to befall her. The unimaginable was on the verge of becoming the undeniable truth. After visiting Dwayne's apartment, Epiphany encountered something horrific that eventually led her to call 911. But by the time the police arrived, it was already too late. They stumbled upon a nightmare. Everything in the apartment was disrupted. Dwayne was drenched in blood, and both Epiphany and Demir were lying lifeless on the floor. The police immediately arrested Dwayne and took him into custody for questioning.
Again, I want you to take your time, start from last night, and walk me through from last night until where we are now.
Where's my son?
How did you hear him?
I pushed on his stomach.
Is it the reason why you pushed on his stomach?
I don't know. I don't know what it is that just made me, I just kept saying to her.
So when you pushed him on the stomach, who else was home? Just you and him?
Yes. He was fine at first.
Mm-hmm. And so when did he stop being fine?
This morning.
Describe to me what you mean by not being fine.
Tried to wake him up.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't respond. Tried to help him, but it didn't work.
Okay.
Why I want to hurt him?
You think it was a conscious thing you wanted to hurt him?
No, I don't know why. I don't know why I would want to hurt my son. I don't know why. I don't know why, what it is that just like something says, just why am I always angry and mean and mad? And I don't know what it is. I don't know why. And I hurt my son because of it. And I hurt her.
All right, so tell me what happened after you realized he was hurt. And when did she come over?
I'm not sure when, or what time.
Did you call for her or she just showed up?
No, she was supposed to come and pick him up.
Okay. But she doesn't live there?
No.
Okay. So tell me what happened when she got there.
I hurt her.
Why did you hurt her?
I don't know why.
Can you take your time and explain to me how you hurt her?
Yeah.
You hurt her.
And I hit her.
Let me ask you this, Dwayne. So when she came in and saw the baby, was she upset with you?
I told her the baby was asleep.
Mm-hmm. And what room was the baby in when you told her that?
The same room that he was in.
In the room to the left.
I guess.
And what did she do once you told her that?
And I hit her.
Prior to her even getting in there?
No, she was already in the house.
I mean, in the room with the baby.
No.
Where did you stay her at?
I don't know.
I mean, what part of the apartment were you in?
In the room.
Okay, in the room with the baby. And how many times did you stab her?
I don't know. I don't know.
Did she say anything to you?
Stop. She said, I don't know why I hurt her. I don't know why. I don't know why I hurt them at all. I don't know why.
What did you do with the knife?
Huh?
It's still in the apartment? Is it a kitchen knife or a folding knife?
It's a kitchen knife.
What color is the handle?
Black.
Is it a big one or a medium size one?
Oh, it was two.
It was two of them you used?
I cut her. I hit her. I hit her with the speaker. I hurt her. I kept doing it. I wanted to stop, but it was just bad. I don't know why I did it.
Was there anybody else in the house when this was going on?
No. I murdered her. I love her. I don't know why.
Dwayne's statement provides a chilling glimpse into his psyche unraveling under the pressure of guilt, confusion, or something much more sinister. Even though Dwayne portrays himself as someone capable of love, his heinous act contradicts that very emotion. But the story has only just begun. Shocking confessions are on the verge of being unfolded as the detectives press deeper.
After this was over, you posted something on Facebook. Whose phone did you use for that?
I posted it. I used my friend's phone.
Your friend who? Tyrone's phone? He has more than one phone?
I tried to stop her bleeding.
You tried to help him?
I didn't want to hurt him.
So, if I get what you're telling me correctly, the child was hurt last night.
No, he was fine this morning.
He was fine this morning?
He was breathing.
Was it normal breathing or was it labored breathing?
It was kind of, I don't know how to explain it. Hard.
Hard breathing. And then eventually he stopped?
I don't know. I thought he was fine.
So what made you get mad at Epiphany?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I love her.
So when she was walking back to the room with the baby, did she actually see the baby was injured before you?
No,
She didn't get a chance to see.
she didn't know. She thought he was asleep.
Okay. And you were afraid that she would realize that he was deceased?
I didn't even think it. I didn't think about that. Always. It's always all the time. I don't know why.
Are you on any medication?
I have blood.
Your fingers cut. Need to get you a band-aid.
I tried to help. I don't know. Yes, sir.
All right, let me get you a band-aid.
How long y'all been together, Dwayne?
Almost 3 years.
How many?
We went together.
You say 3 years?
2 years.
2 years? You loved her, didn't you?
I do love her. I do love her. I do. I do.
I know you do.
Oh, I don't know what I did.
You made the wrong choice is what you did. Okay.
I didn't want to hurt her.
Okay, and that's what we want to. That's what we
love
want.
her.
I know you do. That's
I
what
love him.
I know.
What is wrong? Something's wrong with me.
Well, that's what Dwayne. That's what we want to
Something's
talk.
wrong with me.
That's what we want to talk about.
Something
Dwayne.
is wrong with me.
That's what we want to talk about. Okay, and we want to try to get you the help that you need. All right,
I need to die.
Dwayne. Why do you feel that you did this? What was going through your mind?
I don't know. It's always something.
Why do you feel you did the things you did?
I don't know. I'm not happy with my life.
It's on your finger. I just gave you the band-aid. It's on your finger.
You've been with her for 2 years, you said, Dwayne?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you had your son together with her, is that correct? Both of your child?
Yeah.
Your son, and she's his mother?
Yes.
Okay. How old was he?
3 months.
3 months old?
Dwayne's sudden outburst raises questions of whether he truly is mentally disturbed or merely pretending to hide the monster lurking inside him. Or could he be deliberately faking symptoms to avoid severe penalties? In just a few seconds, the detectives are about to reveal a chilling twist. Something far worse than anyone could have anticipated. Dwayne's daughter, Yvonne Warren, devastatingly another helpless victim of his atrocities.
Now, you had another child with her, didn't you?
Yes.
Tell us about that. Tell us about little Yvonne.
How do you know my baby name?
Why you did the things you did, Dwayne?
I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know.
Tell us what you were thinking.
I don't know.
Tell us how you felt. Tell us why you feel that you did the things.
I just heard. I don't know.
Tell us why you feel you did the things you did.
Something wrong with me. Something wrong.
We need to get you the help that you need, Dwayne.
I don't know what I need. I didn't want to harm them.
What did you intend to happen? What did you want to happen?
He was just gonna go home with his mom.
Tell us what you did to him.
I hit her. And I hit her.
Okay. Tell us what you did to your son.
I hurt him.
And how did you hurt him?
I pressed down on his stomach.
How many times? A lot. What else did you do to him? Did he cry when you did that?
No.
What did he do when you did those things to him?
I don't know. I can't hear nothing. I try to stop myself. It's like something is telling me to do it. Like, just hurt him. I don't know why. I don't know why.
How long have you dealt with those issues, Dwayne?
I don't know.
On December 19th, 2019, Norfolk Emergency Services personnel responded to a report made by Dwayne and his girlfriend Epiphany, daughter Yvonne Warren, who was unresponsive, and after examining her, she was later pronounced dead. Initially, Dwayne informed the police that it was a tragic accident while co-sleeping with his daughter. But that was not the actual story. The truth was far darker. For months, Dwayne had kept the truth buried, thinking it would never be unraveled. But now, it's finally coming to light.
Is that what happened?
There's something wrong.
Is that what happened back in December of 2019 with Yvonne? Something come over you like it did today? Something very similar? Something told you to hurt her?
You know, I didn't hurt my baby.
Huh?
I didn't hurt my baby.
Now, you know you sent this Facebook post out today, right? You said, "My babies, I love y'all. I'm so sorry." Right? Do you remember writing that, Dwayne?
Yes. Yes, that's my baby.
I understand. You loved the both of them. I understand that. And you're sorry for hurting your babies. I know you never wanted. I know you never wanted to hurt her, Dwayne.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I understand.
I try to fix me. I try, but I can't. I don't know what's wrong. There's something wrong.
Well, Dwayne, there's people out there. We're going to get you the help you need. All right. I know you said you never meant to hurt her, just like you never meant to hurt your son. But tell us about Yvonne. Tell us what came over you that day and caused you to harm her.
I don't know.
Did you do to her similar things that you did to your son?
No. I don't know what's wrong. What is wrong? Something is bad. Something bad is wrong with me. Something is in me. Something is wrong.
Can you take a deep breath for me, Dwayne? Can we talk about Yvonne? And you loved her, didn't you?
I love my baby.
I know you do. I know you do.
It's something wrong.
And you wouldn't normally do these things to them, would you? Can you tell us what you were feeling in December of last year when Yvonne passed away? I know you're sorry. You put it in your Facebook thing today. You said you love your babies. And you said, my babies, I love y'all. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I loved you both. And you pray that God takes care of them. Okay? And He will. But tell us about Yvonne. It's in God's hands now to take care of them. But we need you to tell us how you felt and what was going through your mind with Yvonne.
Never got a chance to know.
I know it's hard for you.
It's not hard.
Yeah, I don't want you to think that we think you're a bad person. Okay?
But I am.
Well, Dwayne, let me explain something to you, all right? Everybody in this room, we are human. Okay? At the end of the day, we are human. All right? We all make mistakes. Okay?
I hurt my baby.
I understand that, Dwayne. I understand that. All right? But it's our job to work through it and help us understand why you did the things that you did.
I don't know why.
Do you have family in the area, Dwayne? Your mother? Are you close with her? No. What about your father?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you don't have a relationship with your mother? At the end of the day, if you needed to talk to somebody, who would you pick up the phone and call? Or who would you go talk to? Okay. Well, did Epiphany beat her?
She wouldn't do that.
You two were the only caretakers in the house the night that she died. All right? And we both had a chance to read your statements and Epiphany's statement. Okay? And according to these statements, you two were the only two in the house that night. But her injuries are not consistent with her, or her death is not consistent with just a 3-month-old dying. And she also died same time of year as this instance. And she was also 3 months old, just like your son was 3 months old. Today, Dwayne, you were really caught red-handed, so to speak. In other words, the police got there. When the 911 call was made, the police got there within about 3 to 4 minutes. And they caught you inside the house. But last December was a little different.
They didn't catch me. I let them in.
I understand that. But they got there fast enough that you were still in the house.
I wasn't going to leave.
Now, Yvonne had multiple healing blunt force injuries to the head and neck, including organized subdural, which is the brain, hemorrhages, and also on her spinal cord. Okay? That indicates that she had been beaten. And I know you loved Epiphany, and you would not want Epiphany's memory to live to where people think she had something to do with the death of Yvonne. Get out of character today. You don't even know why you did it. And if you don't know why you did it, Dwayne, we certainly don't know why you did it. Well, we think something similar happened last December, where you did something and you don't know why you did it.
The detective's approach seeks to lower Dwayne's resistance and break through his defensiveness. Dwayne's admission of being a bad guy exposes his internalized guilt and reflects how he views himself after everything that has happened. Additionally, after noticing his behavior, the detective shifts his questioning to focus on his family in order to understand the underlying cause behind his apparent traumatic demeanor. Dwayne's revelations clearly indicate that he lacks a support system, which has made him emotionally estranged and isolated. Eventually, the detective finally brings Dwayne's daughter, Yvonne, into focus, describing the injuries the infant sustained, forcing him to confront his actions. Despite his adamant denial, detectives are certain that he is the one responsible for the gruesome crime. The detective is inviting Dwayne to make sense of his own actions and introduces him to a pattern recognition of something similar that happened last year. This line of questioning suggests that what happened wasn't just a one-time loss of control, but rather part of a disturbing pattern of repeated behavior.
Even to the point where those fractures had time to heal. Well, she had been beaten numerous times.
You didn't beat her.
Well, somebody did. I mean, the autopsy report's very clear.
They never said anything to us.
Well, we're here now, and we're saying something to you.
Why was that never brought up?
I don't know. I didn't work that case. And he didn't either. But we're working this case, and we're looking at the death of... You've done the right thing today by owning up to what you did.
Owning up. I
Well,
didn't do anything right today.
Well, you could have left, but you stayed.
Why would I leave?
Tell us what happened to Yvonne.
I don't know.
Multiple rib fractures. Facial bruising.
Together with her all night.
I know you were. I've read your statements. We've read your statements.
Oh.
Tell us what happened. You've apologized in your Facebook text today. You've apologized for what happened to your babies.
There's something wrong.
We got to get past that, Dwayne. We've got to get past something. I understand. My babies, I love y'all. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you both.
I know.
And tell us. Get it off your chest about Yvonne. Let's make this right. All right? Let's make this right.
We can't make it right now.
Dwayne, we can.
How?
But before we make it right, we've got to clear what happened to Yvonne a year ago and 10 days ago. 375 days ago, Yvonne died. And we've got the autopsy report, and she clearly died of things that were not natural.
Why were we never given the autopsy?
Dwayne, I didn't work this case. All right? I can't answer that question. But we're here now. He didn't work that case. We're here now, and we're here to clear up this. Are you afraid? Are you afraid, Dwayne, that you'll get charged with another murder? Why do you not want to tell us what happened to her and what you did to her? You've told us in great detail what you did to your son, Demir and Epiphany. Why won't you tell us what you did to little Yvonne? I'd be very descriptive of what you did today. No ifs, ands, or buts, no questions asked. You came right out with it. But what's holding you back from telling us what you did to Yvonne? Is it because she was a girl? Well, what is it? What is it that's holding you back?
What type of person am I?
You're a child of God.
No, I'm not. You think God will make me?
You talk about God in your text.
Okay.
I'm just going on what you have in your text. You're talking about God. You're praying to God. So what's holding you back, Dwayne, about telling us about...
I want to be.
Huh?
I'm not.
Okay.
I can't be. God wouldn't accept what I've done.
Well, that's between you and God. All right?
I mean, but he'll also forgive you if you ask for forgiveness.
This can't be forgiven.
What about last year? Is there anything that happened last year that you need to be forgiven for?
Is it that you were afraid that Epiphany knew what you did to Yvonne, and maybe she found out today what you did to Demir, and you were afraid that she was going to go expose it? And she was covering for you for the last year and 10 days? And she loved you enough that maybe she was covering for what you did to Yvonne? I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it too.
I can't make sense of what I did.
Well, Dwayne, you can. You made a mistake.
It's not a mistake.
Well, you already said if you had it to do over again, you wouldn't have done this. So you made a mistake, okay? Plain and simple. But let's talk about Yvonne. Did you make a mistake that night?
No.
Somebody did, because this little girl had some injuries that were not consistent with the story that you told investigators on December 19th of 2019.
The detective knows that the body holds secrets that the words cannot reveal. The detective is not accusing Dwayne. Rather, he's laying out facts to encourage him to understand that they are already aware of his atrocities. By complimenting Dwayne for doing the right thing by not escaping, the detective subtly invites him to continue cooperating and choose confession over resistance. When Dwayne asks, "What kind of person am I?" it shows a rare crack in the wall he's built around himself as he starts seeing himself the way the detectives do. Although he is aware of the brutalities he's caused, he remains adamant in denying everything, unwilling to accept a label that would permanently stain his identity. However, the deeper detectives dig in, the horror grows darker, exposing atrocities far more disturbing than the last.
This little girl did not die because she slept on the pillow wrong. She just didn't do it. She's got too many fractures, too many bruises, too many healing fractures. That means this had gone on for quite a few weeks, maybe even a month or so. She was only 3 months old. But I'm here today to tell you that this little girl, your daughter that you loved, and that you said so in your text today.
I know what I said. I really love my daughter.
I know you did. I don't doubt that, Dwayne, at all. Okay? But I also think you're a man that needs some help. All right? I really do. I genuinely believe that. And I genuinely believe you loved your kids.
I don't know how to. I don't know how.
Wait,
nothing.
We gotta start from the here and now, and we've got to work on getting you the help that you need. All right? But I think you did something to Yvonne, and we need to get that cleared up.
I didn't hurt my daughter.
And who did? Was it Epiphany? It had to be her if it wasn't you. You were the only two in the house.
There was 3 of us in the house.
Who was the third one?
My uncle.
Okay. Did your uncle do something to her? You don't think he would do that? Well, according to this, there was only you and Epiphany there. And I think that's what you said in your statement. Okay. And I think they clearly asked you that. So let's not try to put your uncle into something.
I'm not trying to put him in anything.
Okay, but
he lived there. We lived in his house, so he had to be there.
According to this, it was only you and Epiphany that night.
Did Epiphany say that to me?
Yeah.
I guess so. I don't know.
So who caused all these fractures on Yvonne's body? The evidence just doesn't add up here, Dwayne. You know, people act out in different ways. Okay? That's just human nature. People act out in different ways. You act out in ways that I may not act out in. I may act out in ways you don't act out in. But it doesn't change the fact that you didn't love your kids. I don't think for a minute that you didn't love your kids. But I think your kids probably got the best of you. I know how 3 months olds are. They like to whine. They like
It's not even about what they did. I love them.
I understand that.
I don't know why.
So basically, you telling me, and if I'm saying something wrong, let me know. Last year, December 19th, you, Epiphany, and the baby were in the house. You had you got upset, and you squared her to the point where she went in distress. Then you turned and tried to do CPR, and you called 911. Detectives came. They interviewed you, but you didn't tell them the whole truth?
Mm-hmm.
Did I say anything wrong just now?
Mm-hmm.
What about Epiphany? Did she have any part in that?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
I don't know how she handled the baby.
Had you ever seen her handle a baby aggressively?
Not in the way to hurt her.
Not in the way to hurt her? No. So when you felt that way last year on the 19th, and you had the fit, you squares her, then she went into distress. How long did it take for you to squeeze her for her to go into distress?
I can't remember. It just happened. By the time I realized what I'm doing, I don't know, I snap out of it.
And then you tried to help her, right?
Yeah. I don't know what would make me do that to my own baby.
All right, we'll step out in a second. Are you hungry yet?
I can't really eat right now.
All right, let me know if you need some.
As Dwayne finally confesses to each brutality he committed, a question still remains unanswered. If Epiphany was living with Dwayne before Yvonne's death, did she truly never notice the abuse? Or was she equally involved in the harm that eventually led to Yvonne's death? Additionally, as Dwayne chooses not to disclose the real motive behind the crime, it remains unclear what actually drove him to a point from which there was no way out. Is it possible that someone destroys everything and claims to be unaware of the darkness within him that led him to commit the unimaginable? Is Dwayne's confusion genuine madness or merely a calculated way to escape responsibility for what he's done? After years of investigation and heartbreak, on May 27, 2022, Judge Gerald C. Jones of the Norfolk Circuit Court sentenced Dwayne Warren on 3 counts of second-degree murder to 50 years in prison for the brutal murder of his infant daughter, Yvonne, his son, Demir, and the children's mother, Epiphany Andrews.
Who was at the house tonight when you came?
I don't know you.
Give me that. Okay. Yeah!
This insane man, thrashing around like a fish out of water, is 48-year-old Clifford Burns. He's just surrendered after brutally stabbing his ex-wife, 42-year-old Patricia Burns, to death. But this guy isn't just a murderer. He tries to present himself as a raging demon. Even if he's just a wannabe devil, his actions are pure horror. Not only did he kill his ex-wife, but he also stabbed her daughter, narrowly failing to finish her off. Yet regret is nowhere to be found.
Go f*** yourself. What do you think, I can't kick you upside the head with my boot right now? I'll make you wear this size 8. You ask me another question about when I got there, I'm gonna spit on you.
His rage was proving to be a nightmare for the detectives, but what could have gone so wrong for this man that he's filled with such anger? To find out, they must first determine whether he's truly insane or just putting on the act of a lifetime.
Kill me! Put a bullet in me right now. Put a bullet in me. Let's blow my head off right now.
Like any other sinister tale, this one begins with a chilling 911 call made by Patricia's daughter, Autumn, from their Lake Luzerne apartment on Christmas Eve, 2013.
911, where's your emergency?
My mom's bleeding out on the floor. My dad just came in and they stabbed her and she's dying and she's bleeding out.
But that was just the beginning, and things were about to get even worse.
Oh my God, my mom's dying. Her food is going on the floor. My sister's gonna die. You need to get people in here. He's on foot. He ran. I don't know if
What's he wearing?
He's like 5'9", 5'10". He's bald. He's wearing camouflage right now, and I think he's gonna go out into the mountains.
When officers arrived at the scene, they found Patricia lying in a pool of blood, brutally stabbed multiple times, with the house in total disarray. The killer's identity was no mystery, but tracking him down was another challenge. However, just as the investigation began, Clifford walked into the police station ready to surrender. The officers initially thought Clifford's surrender would make their job easier, but they couldn't have been more wrong. What awaited them was the most unhinged interrogation, and they were in for hours of curses, rage, and relentless abuse.
Absolutely. I don't have nothing on you guys. You want me to strip down?
No. Clifford, you gotta bear with me. I don't have my glasses on, alright?
I know my rights and everything. You don't have to even read it. Just give me my charges. I'm pleading not guilty. I'm not a disrespectful guy either.
Okay.
You know the Backus brothers, who they are?
I know them, yeah.
They started all this.
Oh, yeah?
Brother Teddy. And they're lucky I'm in my right mind, because I deal with AK-47s and AR-15s.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened. My ex-wife put a court order against me. Teddy Backus went over in the house and shot the house up with a gun and got all misdemeanors because you're corrupt in Warren County, and you know you are. It was an apartment complex with kids in it. And unregistered illegal handgun, and he gets all misdemeanors. That's what I want to do to her face. Right up with a knife. She took my kids away from me, everything I have today. I get a call from my lawyer saying they're coming with a warrant for my arrest for missing 2 child support payments. I stayed away. I haven't seen my kids in 8 months. It's Christmas. I am the devil.
Where's your kids now?
They're home. I don't know where they are. I haven't seen them in 8 months. When this broad can do this on Christmas, me and like this, it was my last straw. I'd rather live in prison.
From the very beginning, it's clear that there will be no sense of guilt here. Clifford is angry at the moment, but sadly, he and Patricia were married for 15 years and had 2 daughters, Harley and Autumn. In addition to them, Patricia had 3 more daughters from a previous relationship. After leaving Clifford, she moved on and began dating a man named Ted Backus. Now, in the interrogation room, Clifford is ranting about how Backus once fired a loaded gun inside Patricia's new apartment, yet somehow he was never put in jail.
Do you know when a woman snaps you and keeps your kids away from you? What it does to a man? That you work and pay for your kids your whole life? Then the Backus brothers rigged the charges when the guy goes over and shoots my old lady's house up and beats the f*** out of her, and he gets misdemeanors. You know what happened up there. All misdemeanors, 9 of them, when he shot the house up with an unregistered handgun. Do you know who Teddy Backus is? I know you know who he is. He's a retard. If I ever could get my hands on him, I'd kill him. I'm a man in every aspect. I gotta refrain myself because I can't even take it no more.
Okay.
You know what happened today? Family court calls my lawyer up saying they're taking my kids and put me in jail, and I did nothing but pay it, you guys. And this guy shoots the house up with a loaded handgun, gets all misdemeanors. It was an apartment complex. You know Governor Cuomo's gun laws? It was an unregistered handgun. Every bullet in the chamber of the gun was a felony. Going in the apartment complex was a felony and dislodging the handgun. He got 9 misdemeanors because of his brother. Beat my old lady up, put her in the hospital. My kid was home. Get him in here and put me in a room with both. I beat the out of him. He ran like a cow and a snake, and his brothers are 2 pieces of.
Okay. I have no idea what you're really referring to.
You know what I'm referring? 69 Route N.
Okay.
December of last year when he went in with
in right now. So
I'm filling you in.
I wasn't there that night, so I don't know.
He's weren't there. Nobody did nothing to him. Nobody did nothing. But me, 2 court orders against me, and haven't seen my kids since last year. He disappeared from the town because I've been going up there the last few days. I was going to got him. Teddy Backus. You can tell him I said it. Don't ever let me out of jail again. Because I'll kill him. I love my children. Right here, Irish, and they're Irish, and you let this walk.
We didn't let him do anything.
What his brothers did.
Okay.
When I come home from family court, when she had me arrested on a violation, the cop in the car said he was brand new and he knew the charges were Trump, but he didn't open his mouth.
Clifford uttered more slang than useful information, but to clarify, Patricia won custody of Autumn, while Harley initially chose to stay with her father. However, after enduring abuse, Harley too moved in with her mother, and Clifford became responsible for the child support. But when he fell behind on 2 payments, a warrant was issued for his arrest. That alone had him fuming, but what really sent him over the edge was the fact that Ted Backus, who fired a gun inside Patricia's apartment, walked away with only misdemeanor charges. Clifford's rage is evident, but at its core, It all boils down to one thing: jealousy.
I love the broad. She took everything from me. My lawyer called me today and said I'm going to jail for a violation of not paying child support. Paid this cunt $250 a week. I lost everything. My business, all my vehicles, and my house. I'm whittled up to a $600 apartment while this runs around my money. My kids, I talked to my daughter 2 days ago for the first time, called you and said the is over there drunk. The kid was afraid to go to home. They were going to do something. They never do nothing to the They go there and she's intoxicated with the minors in the house and you do nothing. What the is your problem?
I don't know who went there. You're classifying us all as one group. I don't know who went there. I don't know who's handling.
You know what?
Man.
You got to admit, brother. Say what you want. We're off the record because I ain't signing nothing.
Okay.
The Backus brothers rigged his charges, and this is what I heard because I know everybody in the town.
Okay.
The man that built the town hall told me he was going to lose his gun, his hunting license, so they didn't give him felonies. You did that down in Albany, you still wouldn't be out of jail today. They would have you up. This is the Wild West, man, and I'm a wild ain't I now? You would have loved to have a like me in Iraq, wouldn't you? Because I'd gut them towel heads. I love this country, and it did me wrong. Wrong. How old are you?
36.
36. I'm 46, brother. My life's over.
No, I hate for you to feel that way.
I couldn't take it no more. When my baby calls up crying to me, and I can't go see him because of 2 court orders and I never did nothing.
How old are your kids?
15 and 16. The kid shot the house up this Backus guy, and I couldn't go do none for my little babies. I feel helpless, and this drunken I married don't even give a.
That's your ex?
It's my ex. I ain't even divorced. She took everything from me in the courts, and I sat there doing nothing because of my babies, man.
How long were you married?
I was married for 15 years, and she got off on this. She ruined my life, and I kept taking it and taking it and taking it, you guys. What am I supposed to do, my brother? Because I'm Irish, I am your brother, man. I'd have you back all the way in Iraq.
I know.
I hate towel heads.
Clifford's pride is through the roof, and every sentence drips with arrogance. He blames everyone and everything, but refuses to acknowledge his own wrongdoing, a classic display of narcissistic behavior. And this is just the beginning. As the interrogation progresses, things are only going to get more chaotic by the minute.
You're a very passionate man, I see that.
Listen, I woke up today, and I got a call from this family court saying she put me in jail on a violation because I missed 2 payments.
They didn't cut you a break. How long you been paying? You missed 2.
There's a warrant out for my arrest right now. I can't even go out of my house. I paid the payments. I went in front of 2 judges. They paperwork. Next thing you know, I get a letter saying they're suspending my license and I get paid. I called the lady up. She hung up on me.
What's your first name?
Clifford.
Clifford? You go by Cliff or Clifford?
My real name's Clifford. I go by Cliff, sir.
All right, Cliff. I have no idea what
I
happened.
go in the house and she fucking tells me she loves me after she's 10 guys in the last 2 years. I don't see nobody. I don't go out. I work and pay my child support. I lost my apartment. It's wintertime. I'm a professional tree climber. I own my own business. They took everything from me. Listen, New York's so fucking corrupt it ain't even funny. You guys know it. I couldn't stop myself. I got up today. I called my sister up. My sister says, I've been seeing your kids behind your back. And she hates my wife, and she went there. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I couldn't even say goodbye. I haven't seen my daughters in 8 months. You guys know when you're little girls, you pay for them. You go to work every day for them, and every time wants to be drunk. My wife's a full-blown 3 years ago, her daughter died. She went in the bottle. I begged her to go to counsel. Next thing I noticed, Teddy Backus is in the picture. I had 2 court orders, and I was taken right out of my town. My father raised me, and he showed me how to hunt,
fish and go through the mountains. It was too early. I was going to build a cabin in the woods and put all my supplies and go in and live in the woods because I can do it. I said, get today. I can't do this no more. I can't sit in a one-room apartment. I got to see my children, and I can't see my...
Relax.
You say
I'm here to listen.
I'm going to tell you what listening is. Bring the Bacchus in, brothers, and I'll fight them one-on-one with one hand. I'll break both their jaws right off them.
I believe it.
Do you believe me?
I can see you're very passionate.
You want to see? There it is, white power. That's what I believe in. The Irish.
Before this proud man strips down completely to prove his point, let's state the obvious. He brutally murdered the mother of the very children he claims to love. Now he's on his way to jail. In a single night, he left his teenage daughters parentless, yet somehow he still believes he did the right thing. Insane or not, one thing's for sure. He's no genius.
You guys, you deal with weapons every day. I had AK-47s, AR-15s at my disposal. I could have made this a war. You want to know where my mindset was? Take her out, spray paint the building, let's play Bacchus, boys, and take them in the mountains. You would have had to drop a platoon in for me. A platoon, brothers. I kept the war. I came here and did the right thing. I turned myself in. I'll go to prison. I'm done. I threw my life away tonight. Is she dead?
I have just came to work, so...
You know what? I didn't want to
this.
kill her. Really, I got emotional when my children are there.
What happened? Like I said, I'm coming to work into a...
You know what happened. You know Patricia Burns. You know the f***ing broad, the full-blown alcoholic in the
I know her.
You know her. She's a manipulator. Luzerne.
Okay.
My house is right across the street. I paid cash for my house. I'm a taxpayer in this town, and I got shunned the f*** out. You guys know what time it is. I want to ask you a question. How'd you get that scar, brother?
Always had it.
You know what? That's the scar when somebody snitches. They cut you from the... I was going to just cut her from the ear up and chop her hair off. I don't even give a f*** anymore. This is my deal. I couldn't live my life anymore. I was afraid to go out of my house. Got 2 court orders. My phone's home. I left it there for GPS tracking. She called all weekend drunk, telling me I'm going to be arrested and put in jail for a violation of child support. What am I supposed to do? I call the courts, call lawyers. I went to Niskuna police station, tried to have her arrested twice. They can't do nothing. I wrong and I'm arrested. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Clifford now expects a thank you letter because he chose to kill with a knife and not a gun. It's hilarious how deeply someone can live in denial. Yet with every passing moment, Clifford grows more abusive and somehow even more energetic.
Absolutely. What's your kid's name?
Carly and Autumn Burns.
When I talked to her the one day, there was a bunch of kids there. So
listen, you guys, I gave my children everything. Victoria Secrets and they're 15. Abercrombie, Nikes, American Eagle.
Sure.
What do you think I don't know the names? I go out and make 1,000 a day. I own my own tree service.
Yep.
The winter comes in and I can't work. There ain't no work. It's the black zone right now. I prepaid my rent and all my phone bills so I didn't have to lose everything, and they still don't know when to leave me alone. She did all this to me.
Sounds like you got pushed a little bit.
Push. When you can't go outside your door worrying about a cop, listen, they said they suspended my license. I own my own business. I never missed a payment.
Family court's good for that.
Listen, it's that cunt Barb over there. You can tell her this, too. If I really knew who she was, I would have cut her up in front of her kids. When you push a man's buttons and take everything he works for, this is what happens. All right? I'm in the Wild West now, boys. That's who we are right here. Come on, admit it.
Sounds like we're headed out.
We are. When a man can go in and shoot an unloaded handgun and all. Governor Cuomo said the bullets were 7 years a pop. He got nothing. They sent a special prosecution team in from Saratoga. What happened with him? Tell me what happened with Teddy Bacchus, because I'm never getting out. What happened to that?
Cliff, I'm not lying to you when I say I have no idea. I have no idea.
I know his brothers do. I never once laid eyes on him. I want to lay eyes on him.
I tell you, but I absolutely, honestly, have no idea what happened.
You know how f***ed up I am right now? Because I love my wife and I love my kids and I did right by that. I met her in a club. She quit drinking for 7 years. We moved up here because my father raised me. I bought a house. Next thing I know, I'm traveling in this unit every day. 2-hour commute and he's f***ing my wife. I didn't get him. I wanted him. Dead. Here's the problem I have. My little baby's got nothing now. But my whole tree service, my American Iron Horse chopper, and that car out in the lot. I wish one of you guys can make sure my kids get everything so I can sleep at night. Please.
Is it in writing?
I put it in writing right on my table before I left on this recon mission.
Okay.
What's your last name?
Hi, sir. How are you? My name is Doug David. I'm an investigator.
As long as you ain't a Bacchus.
Oh,
Have a seat.
Doug David, sir. Nice to meet you. I'm sorry, I don't know your name.
Burns Clifford R.
Oh, Clifford, nice to meet you, sir.
You know, you guys, this is... I don't want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. What's on my mind is the Bacchus brothers and your corrupt charges that were rigged. He went over and shot my wife's house up at my kid's home in the house. He gave 9 misdemeanors. You know what the I'm talking about, don't you? You head honcho.
Oh, I'm not a head honcho,
You're not
sir.
a head honcho?
No, you got me all.
Well, who rigged the charges that night? When a SWAT team comes in, that means felonies across the board.
Okay.
All right? When a SWAT team comes in, tell me what it means. If you did that in Albany, you'd never get out with the key thrown away. Then I bring a lawyer from Albany up here to Wild West. They write their own laws here. These write your own laws.
What we'd like to do, sir, is start out what,
I ain't starting out with nothing. Give me a charge and put me in my cell.
Okay.
All right? I'm signing nothing, not guilty on everything. Just give me the charge and put me in my cell. You're getting nowhere with me.
I'm just arriving here, so I'm not quite sure what transpired this evening, and we'd like to just try to find out a little bit of
What transpired is a man's been pushed to the edge. His kid's ripped out of his life. What place calls you up today on Christmas Eve telling him you're putting a warrant out for his arrest because he didn't pay his child support? That fat cunt Barb next door in the court collection unit.
Called you today, sir?
Called me today. My attorney said she's putting a warrant out for my arrest on Christmas. I haven't seen my kids. I missed 2 payments. I paid $250 a week.
Is that Warren County Sport Collection?
Warren County. What do you call yourself? Last of the Wild West, brother. Your laws don't float with Albany County. I already know it.
Okay. So you got a call today from Barb, who told you that there's
I missed 2 payments.
Okay. And then what happened after that, sir?
I don't know what happened. My lawyer called me up, said there's a warrant out for my arrest.
Okay. And possibly, again, I'm just walking in. What happened this evening, sir?
I lost my life this evening. I'll never see my daughters again. Over a alcoholic piece of alright? Name one of you that let a man go in your kid's house and dislodge a gun. This has been in my brain for a year. She put 2 court orders on me and took me away because a Teddy Bacchus put her up to it. Alright, you know who the I'm talking about? Your tough guy Bacchus motherfuckers. I hate them. You coward little punks. Tell them I said it. They got what they wanted. He should have finished the job. How's that, Teddy boy? But he got all misdemeanors for dislodging a 22 caliber gun in the house in his apartment complex. He should have got 10 felonies across the board. The 6 bullets in the chamber, the unregistered handgun, you tell me. You corrupt. These guys, they're just peons like I am in life. You're high up.
Sir, I'm not high up.
You're a detective, aren't you?
I'm a criminal investigator.
Criminal investigator.
Yeah.
Did you ever invest a Bacchus? Happened a year ago?
I was involved in it, yeah.
You were involved with it? You
Well, sit down.
But, sir, you got to understand.
You covered the charges up.
No, sir,
Sit
you
down,
got the wrong person, sir.
You.
Wrong person, sir.
Wrong person?
Yeah.
Unregistered handgun in an apartment complex. You tell me about the charges, brother.
Okay, but sir, I didn't make the decision on
I know, but who makes the decisions? I don't know you guys. My children were there.
What we need to do, sir, is, and you just started out okay about what transpired today, sir. I have...
Transpire, Warren County calls me up today.
Okay.
My attorney and says I'm going to jail on Christmas Eve because I missed 2 child support payments. That fat cunt over there, Barb.
Putting aside all the respect he's shown, the interrogation has revealed more about Ted Backus than Clifford himself. He's already repeated the same story countless times, yet he keeps going. Unfortunately, the detective who just joined is about to face his full-blown anger, and things are about to get even worse.
Did you drive up here, sir, from your house?
Go yourself. How the you think I got here? Flew or walked? My car's right out in the park. Are you stupid?
No, I'm not stupid, sir. I'm just trying to find out. I just got...
Find out this. You're corrupt. This is the Wild West. What's my charge?
I don't know yet, sir.
You don't know yet?
No. I'm just trying to find out what happened tonight, sir. So you said you drove up here?
I want to see my babies.
Okay.
I haven't seen my children in years. You guys started this war. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? You started the war. That coward just ran out of here because he knows what you did. You rigged another man's charges because his brothers are sheriffs. Go yourself. Suck it. Alright? You go home to your kids. I haven't seen my kids because of that mother. Them Backus brothers, I would have loved to ran into them. You are the most corrupt on the planet, right here in Warren County. You did that down in Albany. The Backus brothers should have been suspended without pay and fired from their jobs. All right? Am I telling you a lie?
I understand you're upset, sir.
No, understand. Admit it. What are the charges when you take an unregistered handgun in an apartment complex and dislodge it with kids there? They're misdemeanors?
That's apparently what
They're misdemeanors? And the SWAT team comes? Look, you can't even... I'll wipe that smirk off your face. You ever laugh at me again? No, you're smiling like you think it's funny.
I don't, sir.
You just smile. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm upset.
Understand you're upset, sir.
It's American justice.
After you drove up here, sir?
You.
What happened after?
Suck it.
Here.
Give me my charge. I ain't signing nothing.
Can you tell me what happened after
I
you
ain't
drove
telling
up
you a thing.
Please tell me after you drove up
Go
here.
yourself.
What happened after
Go yourself. What do you think, I can't kick you upside the head with my boot right now? I'll make you wear this size 8. You coward little punk. You started this. Alright? You started it. You did. Because you're corrupt.
This might seem like the greatest disrespect a suspect could show an officer, but Clifford isn't done yet. Despite claiming to have gone 2 days without food, he's about to explode with energy. He'll push even further, determined to prove that he's right.
I just want to see my girls, so you understand? That's all. My sister's seeing and she's going to call me up. My babies are over there. I got joint custody, full visitation. I can't exercise it. She had me arrested. The ex-wife for coming up on a false charge. That was it. I worked too hard for my Today was it. It was the breaking point. They can have it all. You take it all. Take my dump truck. I work my life off. Work my chipper, my business. Take my car, my $30,000 motorcycle I work for. Take it all. I don't care no more. Just put me in a jail cell.
What happened when you got to the house tonight? Was Tina there when you got there?
No.
Who was there when you got there?
Dude, I blacked out. I don't know what happened. I haven't eaten in 2 days. I feel like I'm tripping on drugs right now. I'm so stressed out. I try to tell people to help me and nobody helped me. I spent thousands on my lawyer. He don't help. He called me up today. Said this is the lady from the support collection. You just called. She put a warrant out for your arrest on Christmas Eve. But is there any heart? Has anybody got anything? I fucking can't take it no more. I just want to see my kids. That's all I'm asking for.
Who was at the house tonight when you got
I don't know. You asking me that.
Okay.
Get out! Give me the f***ing charge and bring me to prison, alright?
Check on that, okay? Please sit down. I'm gonna check on it for you, okay? Just trying to find out what happened tonight. That's all I'm asking of you right now.
What do you think, I'm stupid? I'm signing nothing. Give me my charge, whatever you want to give me.
I told you.
You ask me again, I'm gonna rip your head off. Get out. You keep asking me, what do you want me to tell you? I just told you I snapped. I don't see my kids. Alright? You know what they happened.
I understand very well that you're upset.
I don't even know what the f*** I'm doing. I just want to see my babies, man. I'm asking you if you have any f***ing heart at all. You have kids. Do you know what I'm going through? This took me right out of their lives with the phony court order. I never did nothing wrong. I work. I can only take so much. I can't do it no more. I can't even go out of my f***ing house. I feel like I'm mentally insane. I don't even know how to have a conversation with anybody anymore. I go into a store and I'm like scared to death because I got all this emotional baggage on me. Court, family court, no visitation, this and that. I don't even know what the f*** to tell you anymore. I went to a counselor. He told me, I talked to him. You're doing the right thing, stay away from her. She'll never change. You go back with her, what the f***? She'll only drink and f*** over you again. She did it 4 years ago. I spent all kinds of money. I took the f*** back because I love my children. It's all I worry about is my little babies. That's it. God, strike me dead. Strike me dead. You put the devil on my shoulder and you put him on the other fucking side. Strike me dead. I don't even give a kill me. Put a bullet in me right now. Put a bullet in me. Let's blow my head off right now. Take the 9 out and put one in me. Just end it. I should have pretended I had a gun out there. I thought about it all the way. I don't want to live no more. You took everything from me, you cowardly little. It started last year with the back scratches.
And that was the only thing left for him to say. The detective spent 4 more hours trying to get real answers, but Mr. Righteousness kept rambling about his best friend Ted Backus and how much he loved his children. With nothing useful coming from him, the case moved to trial, with his confession serving as the key piece of evidence. On April 17, 2014, Clifford pleaded guilty to murdering his ex-wife, Patricia Burns. However, shortly after receiving a sentence of 23 years to life for second-degree murder on September 5, 2014, the self-proclaimed devil and the man of all men filed a pro se motion to withdraw his plea. He argued that his plea was involuntary, citing emotional distress and ineffective legal counsel. However, his so-called bravery amounted to nothing as the Warren County Court denied his motion, even after assigning him new representation. From one perspective, Clifford's feelings make sense. He was separated from his children, betrayed, and pushed to his limits. His anger is somewhat understandable, but the way he chose to handle it was completely irrational. Calling himself a man after killing a woman in front of her children is the opposite of being one. His divorce was also the result of domestic violence. While his emotions might be understandable, his actions remain inexcusable. What are your thoughts? Was the punishment truly fitting for his actions? Do you believe this violent outburst stemmed from sadness and frustration, or was it fueled by deep-rooted jealousy? And in light of everything, does Clifford deserve even a shred of sympathy for the situation he found himself in?
I don't need you guys.
On February 1st, 2012, he kidnaps 18-year-old Samantha Koenig. But in the interrogation room, what unravels is beyond shocking.
They know that there's 10 or 11 victims.
For now, he laughs, but soon he will scrawl 12 skulls in his own blood, each one a silent confession to another victim.
I'm not going to get another opportunity like that, at least not within my lifetime.
For weeks, no one knew where Samantha Koenig was until her family received a chilling ransom photo. But there was only one problem. Samantha was already dead when the photo was taken. The killer was miles away on a cruise with his family, relaxing, living carefree after murder. But the man made a mistake. He used Samantha's debit card again and again. Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. Every swipe lit up the FBI's radar. On March 13, 2012, a highway patrol officer, while on the lookout in Texas, pulled over a white rental car. Inside, zip ties, a mask, guns, and Samantha's ATM card. That's how Israel Keys was caught. He didn't run. He didn't panic. He simply smiled. And when he was brought into the Anchorage FBI interrogation room, he was ready to talk, but not about everything. Only on his terms, and only if the detectives played his game. What the agents didn't know yet was they weren't just dealing with a kidnapper. They were sitting across from a serial killer.
How are you doing today, Joe? All right. Hey, just before we start, I know these guys reviewed your rights earlier.
Yes.
Okay. And then you were just meeting privately with Rick Kerner, your attorney.
Yes.
And Rich just came out and indicated that you did not want him to be present today.
Correct.
Okay. So again, I want to make sure we have those ground rules. Rich told me that you indicated that you did not want him present today. So we will take you at your word on that. And if at any time you would like us to call Rich back or any other attorney, please stand by counsel. Please let us know, okay?
All right.
We're only going to be talking about things unrelated to the Samantha Koenig case today. You understand that?
Understood, yes.
And obviously, without your attorney present in the Koenig case, we won't be able to talk about anything related to that case. And if you start to talk about it, we're going to have to stop being with you, okay?
Yes.
All right.
FBI agents had questioned Israel Keys multiple times before, more than 6 sessions in fact, with each ending in silence and deflection. But now, they've come back for what might be their final attempt, and this time, something feels different.
That's been sitting in the refrigerator for the...
Thank you.
Well, here's the thing, the FBI's been cleaning out the refrigerator. So talking about other crimes, we wanted to kind of pick up where we left off on some things, give you any information that you might be thinking about over the last few weeks.
Right.
Related to that. And I think we had some updates on the New York search. If that's it. Why don't we start there?
Okay, and also the live feed, I wanted to jump into that, because I know we came over on Tuesday. We had it set up, we had a couple guys up in Tupper Lake. To go over the bank route. Yeah, a bit of a drive.
That was a 3-hour drive.
Where they were at.
From the outside, it may appear the detectives are being unusually lenient with Israel, a man who committed unthinkable crimes. But this wasn't their first encounter. In earlier interviews, he refused to reveal anything. Now, his demeanor tells a different story, one that forced detectives to shift their entire approach.
Yeah, in all fairness, I never set up a specific day, but it actually would have worked because my attorney didn't show up till that afternoon.
All right, well, it didn't work that day, but we had hoped to have it set up today, since when we found out was going to work for today, but Albany had some other stuff come up. But I have to say, it was pretty cool. We tested it, and the way that, just so you have an idea of what it looks like and what to expect, because we'll try to set something up for next week. But we did 2 laptops. One of them was essentially like a tracker, so you had an overhead GPS Google Map kind of view.
Right.
And then the other one was a live feed actually from the camera. And then the plan, we had speakerphone, so then you can say, go right here, go left here. And our plan was just to use, because Tupper Lake's a little more remote than doing it in a city, we wanted to use Tupper Lake and just talk about the bank robbery, because that was
Make sure we have cell reception or wherever, and how
how
they're
it's
getting the
going to be.
signal.
Because depending on where they're at, they have to use, sometimes they'll use satellite, sometimes they're going to use different types of things in order to bring that.
Wow, fancy.
If that wasn't disturbing enough, what the detectives would uncover later was even more horrifying. Let's rewind to the chilly night of February 1st, 2012, when Samantha Koenig was still alive and full of life. At around 8 p.m., she was abducted from the coffee stand by Israel Keys, who posed as a customer. With a gun pointed at her, he forced Samantha into his car and drove her to his house, locking and trapping her in the shed. Such behavior is extremely disturbing. But regrettably, in Alaska, it's not entirely surprising. The state has one of the highest rates of violent crime per capita in the U.S., according to FBI data. Isolation, harsh conditions, limited resources. It creates a perfect storm for predators like Keys to operate undetected. Alaska is also famous for other notorious killers, like Brian Stephen Smith and Christopher Lee, whose crimes alone are enough to make anyone shudder. But now, let's turn to Israel Keys and the moment detectives realized they weren't dealing with a one-time killer.
I assume some of these places we're going to go are going to be cell phone only. So.
You're finally living up to people's expectations. All those CSI shows.
They still can't usually get the thing solved in 1 minute.
Yeah,
Really?
it's an hour show, but
I'm picturing the Google Earth car driving around.
Right. Yeah, I guess you get one.
So we'd like to still do that.
Yeah.
And I don't have a day yet. I don't know a specific
There's snow
day.
there yet? Probably, right?
There wasn't much. I mean, it wasn't something.
just go. But typically the morning works for you, right? Because that's what the 4-hour time.
Typically.
We could get that.
Yeah.
This kind of don't want to drive 3 hours again. And maybe we could just do it in Albany or. But we thought the memory lane trip up Pepper Lake would be more interesting. Maybe for both of us.
Gas is expensive. Within the budget.
Upper Lake is probably still a good location now.
Yeah.
And the other thing is New York stuff. Show you what they took from the property in New York.
All right.
This is the list. Some of it's pretty, kind of generic in terms of the description of what this road, but.
Wow. Really going way back, huh?
Now, let's just pause here for a second. The reason why the detectives are asking him about New York is because they made another shocking discovery. Hearing this would make anyone wonder how Israel is any different from Jeffrey Dahmer or Ted Bundy. Israel always had a plan. He killed for the thrill of it. He had stashed murder kits all across the U.S., and it was these kits that were found in New York, which ties to a person who went missing way back in 2009. But Israel's reasoning to this heinous crime is going to be nothing short of baffling to the detectives.
What stuff?
All this stuff. Anything from New York. You're going way back.
When's the last time you were there?
Oh, I was there just a year or so ago, but living there, I haven't been there. So.
You stayed there in a.
You went by there
Just
in
decided
2011, though, at the period of time.
Oh yeah. Every time I'm back there, I go by. But I mean, all the stuff that's there it's like childhood memories.
Did you live there for a period of time?
Yeah.
How long?
A little less than a year.
7-8 months. In 97, I think, right?
Yeah. 97.
Same.
I'm surprised the road is still there.
There's a lot of, on one side it's missing a lot of shingles. I can't picture these pictures.
Yeah, I thought last time I was there, I thought the roof had fallen in on the spot.
But there's some other pictures, and apparently the basement, I got some pictures. The basement's got quite a bit of water in it. Oh, here you can see it better.
That's the indoor swimming pool.
Yeah, you can see it.
The high groundwater?
Yeah.
So this is the main house? Because there's a bunch of buildings. Or stuff.
There's like an old garage and an old shed, yeah.
Okay. And then here's the indoor swimming pool. In one of these pictures you can see, maybe it's this one right here, it's just the angle. One of the support beams is coming down, and so it's not super stable.
Probably they were able to get down there.
That's through the window. He came down, put a ladder down through the window,
Okay.
went down that way.
Yeah, those stairs.
Is that the kitchen of the main house? Have there been other people staying there that you know of? Is that what all this stuff is from? Let's see a quick close up of that. Or was that how it was when you were there?
Last time I was there, it looked like there had been hunters or campers hanging out in there.
They spent some time there?
Yeah.
Because there was a mattress on one of these floors too. It might be just opposite side here. There's a mattress in the kitchen area.
The man sitting here, consumed by pure depravity, was also a father to a 10-year-old girl, and yet he showed Samantha no mercy. Viewer discretion is not just advised, it's necessary. What you're about to hear is graphic, unsettling, and maybe too disturbing for some. This is not fiction. This is what really happened to Samantha Koenig. After confining her to a cold shed just feet away from where his own child slept, Israel tied Samantha up, gagged her, and left her there, alone, terrified for her life. He then turned up the radio to drown out her screams, while his girlfriend and child remained inside, completely unaware of the atrocities being committed mere feet away. He came back later, assaulted her, then left her tied up in the dark, as if she were nothing. Hours later, he returned again, only to strangle her to death, while Samantha's lifeless body lay frozen in the shed. Israel Keys was thousands of miles away, sipping cocktails on a Disney cruise ship with his family, as if nothing had happened. And if that wasn't twisted enough, what he did next was beyond disturbing. Days later, he returned to the shed, thawed her body, braided her hair, applied makeup, and sewed her eyes open, staging her corpse to appear alive for a ransom photo. Like some sick puppeteer, he manipulated a dead girl's body to maintain the illusion of hope for her loved ones. This was the text he had sent to Samantha's boyfriend. His crimes were monstrous, but apparently so was his spelling, purty instead of pretty, a final insult from a man who thought he was clever. Samantha's family thought they had hope, but Israel was already 10 steps ahead. After sending that ransom photo, what he did was unthinkable. He violated her dead body, not once, but multiple times, before he dismembered her and disposed of the pieces in Matanuska Lake by cutting a hole in the ice and dumping her body parts into the freezing water. But for Israel Keys, this wasn't a one-time crime. There's more to this story, and the horrors didn't start with Samantha. They started way earlier.
There was an invoice for some guns and ammo back in 1994.
I recognize some of the books vaguely, but it's been a while since I've been carrying that stuff.
Did you have a place up there that you go to buy guns?
No, not in New York. I never bought guns officially. I was always under the table.
Okay. We'll get the invoice, because they said the invoice was in your name in March of 1994.
That had a gun on it?
That's what I thought. I thought it had a gun on it. That was my interpretation, but I'll have them send up the invoice so we can look at it. Bunch of maps. Those yours?
Yeah.
Anything you should be
One of the
looking
days
for?
of computer. Any X's on them anywhere in here?
No.
You should be looking
Put
for?
X's on my maps.
Highlight. Highlight.
I don't highlight that. The only map you found that had highlighting on it, I didn't.
Who did the highlighting on that one? What about the map that when you
I think there was one in the car that was highlighted.
When I was arrested,
Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't do the highlight.
He indeed did that, and he had been doing it since 1994. Israel revealed to the cops later that he had committed his first violent assault in Oregon. Sometime in the late 1990s, he abducted and violated a young girl, but claimed to have let her go. However, his first known murder was of an unknown couple in Washington state in either 2001 or 2002. He had abducted the couple while they were camping, murdered them, and disposed of their bodies in a lake just like he did to Samantha. And in 2011, 4,000 miles away from Anchorage in Essex, Vermont, He murdered a married couple, Bill and Lorraine Courier. Even though the neighbors gave the police a sketch of the person who was seen driving a dark green Saturn sedan, the case went cold for nearly a year. It wasn't until Israel revealed that he had killed them. Even after all this, Israel had the nerve to sit in the interrogation and act in ways not even the cops could decipher. Moreover, they seemed to be completely catering to him. And yet, one question hung heavy in the air. Would they be able to extract all of his secrets?
Tray that holds the ammo in there, there's a perfect right thumbprint.
Yeah, right.
No, there is. I don't have the lab report back.
Wow.
More CSI stuff.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Well, I'm disappointed in myself mostly, but I'm excited. Well, like I say, my perspective at this point is they're asking for a reason for me to give them a reason not to do that, and I have no reason to suspect that at this point that any information and any further information I give is going to be used or portrayed to the media in the way that I'm told it will be or won't be, just because that's the way it's played out so far. So if they're saying, I guess what I'm saying is, from my perspective at this point, it's a one-way street, and initially I thought there were ways that I could manipulate this situation, this case, all the related cases, to my benefit and on my timeline by withholding information and giving information out. And, obviously, over the last few months, I came to the realization that I can't do that, not realistically. So,
Is that your real reasoning?
Yeah.
I think we've talked about for a while, an idea of this whole resolution on the Courier case, being able to kind of structure this position around some of your demands. And we touched upon that, and I know that we can't talk about the other case, but
right.
It seems to me that if you give us a list of demands in connection with federal case on the Couriers, that we can try to at least start meeting those demands. And at least say, the Vermont state that there's an expression of an intent to continue cooperation in exchange for these types of things.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. The problem is I don't have any typical demands, or there's not anything you can offer me at this point. And I realize that now. I realize that there's more to these cases than the people who sit in this room, and we're not the ones who pull all the strings on this. I'm realistic about that. And because of things that have happened over the last couple months, I just feel like there's a lot of information that I've given out to date that 20/20 hindsight I wouldn't have given out, because I feel like now, no matter what I do, it's going to become public anyway. Whereas if I hadn't given it out, it wouldn't have, because you wouldn't have it. The only reason the Courier case has even become an issue is because of me wanting to keep control of that situation before it became a situation. That's why we talked about it in the first place. Mm-hmm. Those loose ends, whatever you want to call it, that was my concern. As far as long term, clearly the whole situation is going to turn into longer term than I anticipated. And so my position on it at this point is, you're asking for more information, and I am still waiting to see what happens with the information I've already given. So essentially, what can happen is, it becomes a one-way street until I see what comes out the other end on some of these other issues.
Well, we're also looking at, from what you expressed earlier, the time frame. You all said, are we going to be sitting here a year from now? And this was only got 4 months or 5 months. So we're getting a lot closer, I think, to the year from now. Because we've also talked about the way that Vermont initially came out. We were all kind of hadn't fully prepared for what could happen in Vermont, right? You've said it, we've said it. And we've learned things from how we dealt with Vermont that would not need to be repeated in other jurisdictions.
I don't want to say breach of trust because I know we don't trust each other, but based on initial things that were said verbally, nothing in writing. I know we didn't have agreements hard and fast. I just feel like, you know, especially with the last search warrants that were executed, it was done in a way that was clearly contrary to what my initial intentions were for the way this whole thing would play out. And, you know, I hear what you're saying as far as it has to be done, but what I'm doubtful about is the motivation for doing it. Your motivation, or the FBI, whoever sanctioned that, their motivation for doing it in the way that they did it.
He always seems to be hiding something. Throughout the interrogation, he repeatedly insists that he would only reveal information if the media was kept out of it. But why was he so obsessed with secrecy? One possible reason was that he deeply loved his daughter and didn't want her to discover the monster he truly was. Or was there something even darker at play? The answer lies within these repeated statements of his.
You know, that's just my impression. I have nothing to go on other than what I see and my gut feeling on stuff at this point, because I feel like I get the trickle down from all parties involved. So, you know, that may or may not be the case, but that's just where I feel like I'm at right now.
Right, we can't change your feeling, but we can, I mean, we've always come into this room trying to give you the straight scoop, and we've tried to deal with you that way, because we know that you're a smart guy, and you know how the world works. And what I'm sensing, what you're telling me now is you're trying to, you know, look at us as if we've been, you know, manipulating you somehow.
No, I don't think anyone in this room has been manipulating. That's not my concern right now. My concern, you know, you're asking for more information. You talked about it going viral. If I give you any more information and it somehow gets out and it gets in the paper again, you know, one more snippet of information could push the whole thing over the edge, you know, and then for the time being, as many times as it's been in the paper and there's still all this speculation, it hasn't really taken off.
And why do you think that is?
Well, I know it's because you haven't been giving official statements that you could, which I do appreciate that aspect of it. What I'm saying is, until I know what's going to happen with certain current issues, my big concern is that another rumor gets out. It doesn't have to come from you, just another rumor from somebody, I don't know. And then, you know, I'm no longer in touch with all the different, I don't even know what's being said in the media or what has been said about the stories. I see little snippets here and there, but that's my concern, is that, you know, if something else were to get out, and especially in a different area or something, then, you know, and now there's the whole Nia Bay aspect of it now too, you know, like my kids live in Nia Bay now, and gossip is the town pastime, so that's my concern right now is.
So it was indeed because of his daughter, but if he truly cared about her future, would he have been torturing and killing strangers in the first place? The truth is, his actions have already cast a long, permanent shadow over that child's life. However, one thing becomes abundantly clear. It's not the detectives controlling this interrogation. It's the killer.
You already have. Sure. You already have a lot of clues that I don't know about. Mm-hmm. You know. You have that computer.
So you wouldn't be giving anything away.
I'm just saying I think you have a lot of background on me at this point. I'm sure that I don't even remember at this point. So
the bosses above us, though, don't know what's on that computer. Frank and I know what's on that computer. So let's just use Frank's example for a second. So if you were to give us a clue, they don't know. Our bosses don't know what being recorded. Our bosses don't know what is on that computer, so they're not going to know.
Next time.
so they're not going to know if we already knew that or not.
Vermont doesn't know either. They haven't seen the evidence. So you could be giving us nothing, but at least it's something we report to them.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
reported that he committed a murder in that state. Okay, big deal. It's not going to give us anything after, you know, given the timeline. that you set forward, 14 years, but at least it's some sort of sign of progress, we can go back and say, no, he's actually given us a clue and things are moving forward, and they can sort of feel good about themselves for not doing.
When you say clue, are you talking about giving you names or
No.
what?
Use the name, but give us the name of the
state or something.
State and a time frame. Hey,
you already know some of the states.
Sure. But give us something that we
doesn't matter.
Progress from where we were months ago. Is what we're looking for. I mean, so Frank hadn't talked about this clue idea, but something that we don't. Obviously, you can tell us something we already have discussed in here. That's not progress.
We talked to someone out at the lab when we were talking about, when the time comes when you decide that you want to give additional information so that we're prepared on what we need to do to be able to respond quickly. We asked about, what are the chances of if there is someone that is, if there's a body at the bottom of the lake, what are the chances of that body still being intact 7 years later, or that kind of thing? What are we going to be looking for, and what do we need to have in place in order to be able to find that? And one of the things that they said, might be of interest to you, is depending on how the body was put down there, it's possible that the body is actually very intact. If the body was just tied to something and dropped to the bottom of the lake, there's definitely still going to be long bones and that kind of stuff. You won't have finger bones and that kind of stuff. There'll be femurs and long bones and that kind of thing. If the body was contained in something, even a bag of some sort, it's very possible that the body could still be intact, depending on the depth of the lid. All of that determines the kind of equipment that we would need in order to locate the body. And so, obviously not asking for details about where and who and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of the Washington bodies, were they contained in something, or were they just tied to the milk jugs? I mean, is it something where we might possibly actually still get it intact?
No.
And that's helpful for them to know, because that's a whole different type of search that it would have to be then in different types of equipment. I'll step out and try to call. This is not answering this question.
And you, I guess, because I'm kind of getting a different vibe now, do you still envision in the future us working together to the point where we can get this information?
Yeah, I don't see how we're going to get anything else done. I just...
I know you're waiting for, whatever you're waiting for to find out. But
yeah, I have concerns with current issues, but, I can definitely foresee down the road there's going to be a lot more that can be resolved.
Okay. And that's good.
By going about it in a different manner.
Okay. Well, but that's good information, because we'll be able to pass that on. If you're still open and you're still...
No, I haven't. My outlook on this, as far as the ultimate end result, hasn't really changed. It's just has more to do with timelines, expectations.
But and the balancing game that we're talking about doing is we're just trying to keep everybody happy the best we can till we get to that point, and that's kind of a difficult balancing act for us.
Right. And it sounds like you're holding on to some of this stuff to trade in for something you might need later.
No matter how hard they press, Keyes holds the cards. He reveals nothing. No names, no locations, no peace for the grieving families. In that sense, he stands in stark contrast to someone like Jeffrey Dahmer, who, when finally caught, confessed to everything. Keyes, on the other hand, stays in control, right to the very end.
At least on a smaller scale, you're not giving up anything in terms of trading value, but you're giving us credibility with other people we have to deal with. You're not giving us any useful information, really, other than, all right, well, we got, a night in Washington. It's not like we're going to solve the clue game on that, like, Professor Plum in the library and that kind of thing. But it gives us a little bit of, stuff to go back with people and buy time and buy what we need to buy. And, in the short term, you have short-term needs that you think, might be fun to have sushi. That's something that can be arranged. We're not talking about, huge clues here.
What did you guys find in the boat? Was there anything left?
I thought we went over
Yeah.
head and pool.
I
saw the list.
There was no knife. Oh, you mean in terms of the lab?
Yeah.
It has not, everything has not gone to, finished up at DNA yet. So it's possible that there were some areas that did test positive for blood, just when they do like they call it the presumptive test, when the people that were searching it. So those things went into the lab, and some of those things were like the screws for pulling the carpeting in, and that kind of thing. Those have not come back yet from DNA. The little, there were some little fragments that they thought might have been bone fragment, was not bone, did not test positive for bone. That one's come back.
Sand or something.
Yeah. They didn't, we didn't ask what it was, but it wasn't bone.
Right.
There's some hair that is not yours.
It almost feels like Israel is the one interrogating the detectives, asking more questions than they do. And when the detectives do ask something, their questions tend to be vague and hesitant.
I don't know what happened to that night. It was a Tonto, cold steel Tonto.
How big? Like, was it a...
It had it was a 4.5 inch folding blade. And I think I bought it at Walmart.
Do you remember what color it was?
It looks very similar to the one that I had on me when I was arrested. Just a different blade style. Same company and everything.
So if I'm correct about that, that was the murder weapon for one of the Washington murders.
Well, it was involved.
It was involved.
I think we talked about before when we were asking about federal jurisdiction about where you either realized it was shot, strangled.
We'll get the whole story eventually.
Right, we're just going to get parts so that we can move.
No, the only person I ever shot was Bill Courier.
Everybody else is for. I don't want to have the wrong impression, So everybody else was strangled or those are something else.
Yeah. So one of the Washington things that was, it's just it wasn't straight. I hit somebody in the head. So.
Did you mean to kill them or they died? Was there a struggle and you hit them and they died, or did you mean to kill them?
No, I wasn't trying to kill them. I just took them out of action.
Read that in one of the letters before the mail. You had a female couple.
Rich mentioned that they gave you all that stuff. I should have asked them to give me copies so I know which ones you have.
We could go over that together and fill in the blank at some point in time.
Well, we know
I didn't realize they were allowed to take stuff out of my cylinder.
Well, we know for that there was a couple in Washington State, a female couple. We read that in the bill. Are those the same couple from that you took to the boat and from the lake? Or are there others?
Oh, they weren't in that hole.
No. Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time. Right after is that right after the military? You told us once right after the military. After you got out of the military.
A little before I got the boat.
And you had told us one time that, it wasn't long when you got out of the military that you killed somebody, and it was that sort of feeling that you needed to do something.
There's morning time.
Is it fair to say that we were looking at a lot more around the Washington area than not just the two in Washington?
No, there's a couple. There's a couple in Washington, and then the two.
As for the couple, their identities remain unknown to this day. One chilling fact about Israel is that countless more could have been killed if he hadn't been caught. But what's truly disturbing is his demeanor. He sits casually, sipping coffee and laughing like he's catching up with old friends. His complete lack of seriousness is deeply unsettling, like a man who has lost his humanity a long time ago.
I have to think about it. Well, you want to try and remember what's in.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of interesting for you too. You'll get to see what's in there, and you'll get to see it again.
Yeah, and then it's like one of those moments. Once you dig it up and I see what's in there.
Israel, there's been too many oceans.
Yeah, well, I've had enough. I've had my share for the year.
Well, this is just the way. Well, why don't you, if you were able to do that, I think that's going to buy us and give everybody something to do, and people like to have something to do. They can be digging up a cache, and then you'll get to see how the video works, and you'll get to see what's in it.
How long does a body last in a freshwater lake? I mean, because there's no critters that eat
It depends how.
bodies.
It depends how
Lakes, right?
deep. I learned a lot.
Because it depends on deep, the
Depends how deep it
temperature of
is,
the water.
and if the body's contained in something.
And it's not critters, it can be like
Bacteria.
organ.
They were talking
So if
about
the water is below, say,
45 degrees all the time.
I would think that would be good. And I think you said 80, up to 80 feet at one point in time, you told me.
No, there's one that's even a lot deeper than that.
Like 200 feet.
So we should like get a submarine.
Or deeper. Deeper than 200 feet.
You guys know about Lake Crescent in Washington?
How deep is it?
I think that lake is 500 to 700 feet deep. They've never been to the bottom of it. There are people who have gone off that lake, and they still haven't found their cars or anything.
And that's the lake.
That's one of the lakes.
So this is really deep. So this ain't never going to be able to recover.
Well, it's
Man,
over
submarine.
200 feet.
You said 500 feet.
That's
the
the
lake.
deepest part, but I'm
Oh.
saying, I don't know how deep it was. I know the general area, and I had a fish finder, but it didn't register how deep it was. I just
It was
know
like-
it was over 100
Maxed out
feet.
at 100 feet.
Oh, is that your fish finder goes to
I
100?
think, I don't remember, I just know, if you've been to the lake, you would see what I'm talking about. It, you know, drops down like a V, so depending
But
on
you
how-
didn't go to the 500 foot place as far as.
No, I wasn't, I was near the edge, but, 30 feet out from the bank on that lake, it drops down to 50, 60 feet already, and so, anyway.
The lab was talking about a case recently, actually, where they recovered a car that had been submerged in water. And I don't know how deep it was even in, but it was a relatively cold lake. And because it had been submerged and water still got in, but critters and other things weren't able to get in the car. And that was in the 1940s, and part of the body was still intact because the person was protected by the car. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. But there will definitely, even if there wasn't skin or things like that, long bones can be recovered. But just being small bones.
Yeah, I know. They move around.
But if there's other specifics in terms of things that you know of depths and temperatures and that kind of stuff, you can certainly make some phone calls and find out what.
Well, I figured you would have guessed that, like, that was pretty obvious. But I always have been curious as to what it looked like. I would think as deep as that lake is, it's probably sitting there just exactly as it was when it was touched. I know most freshwater lakes that deep, there aren't even that many fish that go down that deep.
But that one's not in anything, it's just ropes or something holding it.
Is that the milk jugs that you said?
Well, that's what the weights were.
Milk jugs. How many milk jugs? And are they going to move around?
No.
How many milk jugs?
And just when you think you've seen the worst of Israel's twisted behavior, the next clip will push you even closer to the edge.
Should you give me like an hour on the internet, maybe?
Sure.
Before we do this.
You want an hour on the internet?
We can do a little research first. I've been an info blackout for too long.
It's needless to say that even the detectives were a bit taken aback by this comment. They were surely having a blackout later, because even after sitting for almost 2 hours, they failed to gain any confession or information about the victims that were yet to be discovered. Israel danced around their questions with disturbing ease, offering riddles instead of answers, smirking when asked for details, and refusing to show a shred of remorse. He was in full control, and he knew it. To make matters worse, investigators suspected Keyes might be linked to other unsolved cases, including the 1996 disappearance of 12-year-old Julie Harris in Washington and the chilling 2006 double murder of Mary Cooper and her daughter, Susanna Stodden. But with no concrete confessions, those cases remained suspended in limbo. Despite their efforts, detectives walked out of that room with more questions than when they walked in, and with each passing day, the pressure to bring justice for Samantha and the unknown victims only grew heavier. That's when the case officially moved towards a trial. The FBI knew that taking Israel Keyes to trial would be complicated. He was cunning, manipulative, and refused to cooperate unless he got exactly what he wanted, the death penalty. He said he didn't want to spend the rest of his life in prison and demanded a quick execution. But the justice system doesn't work that way. While the prosecution was building its case, and the media began to buzz with speculation about the true extent of Israel Keyes' crimes, he was locked away in Anchorage Correctional Complex under tight watch. Or so they thought. On December 2012, Israel Keys was found dead in his jail cell. He had slit his wrist with a razor blade and strangled himself with a bedsheet. A pool of blood surrounded his body. But what disturbed authorities the most wasn't just his chosen method of death. It was what he left behind. Under his body were drawings, 11 crude skulls, each believed to represent an unknown victim. Next to them was a pentagram and a chilling note, a kind of ode to murder filled with cryptic language, references to Satan, and deeply disturbing imagery. It wasn't a confession, it was a taunt. By taking his own life, Israel Keys took his secrets to the grave, and with that, the full truth of his crimes may never be known. Investigators are still unsure how many victims there really were. Some say 11. Others believe the number could be far higher. What we do know is that Israel Keys was one of the most terrifying kinds of serial killers, methodical, mobile, and completely detached from empathy. He once said, "A lot of people ask me why I did it, and I don't really have a good answer for that. I'm just different." And he was, in the worst way possible.
This is 49-year-old Lionel Anderson, and he's here to prove that he's one of the most arrogant criminals the detectives have ever come across. He was put under custody for killing a 31-year-old man named Derek Smith. But that's not all. What the investigators are about to find next is a set of twisted beliefs that act as a precursor to Lionel's heinous crime.
I don't trust white people, dog.
Can you have a seat over there?
I mean, I might just put the food. I don't trust white people, dog. I don't.
Okay.
There's not even the slightest ounce of remorse in whatever Lionel confesses. Lionel's unapologetic behavior gives a bleak insight into his twisted biases.
Bro, listen.
We will have to go over.
I don't want to talk. Either I'm under arrest and walk out this door. If I'm not under arrest, I can just leave. That's what I'm doing.
No, you can't do that.
Lionel's attitude not only displays arrogance, but also etches a concerning question about his motive. Is his arrogance simply a part of his personality, or is he trying to use this as a shield to distract the detective from his crimes? On October 8th, 2021, 39-year-old Lionel murdered the 30-year-old Derek Smith at a bar in Hamilton County, Cincinnati. At this point, Lionel was already arrested for being in possession of a gun, but at the time of murdering Derek Smith, he was released on bail for $400. Lionel already had a number of mental health conditions, but he refused to take medication. This is why Lionel's mother wanted to get a court order to get him involuntarily admitted to a mental health hospital on October 11th, 2021. But none of this could be achieved. After the murder of Derek Smith, the investigators brought Lionel to the interrogation room. What unravels next is a twisted web of his motives that acted as fuel to this chilling murder.
He asked for water. I can go upstairs and grab one. Pull his pants up. Don't pull your pants up. No, your pants up. He ain't got one belt. Second time.
They wouldn't let me in Murray's last night about the belt.
You said you need some water? I'll grab it. All right.
Fool! If I ain't under arrest, I'm ready to go.
Okay, you can't leave right now, sir.
Yes, I can. If you gonna call my lawyer, Rodney Harris. If I ain't under arrest by law, y'all can't just detain me. Am I under arrest?
The detective will be in to speak to you in a minute.
Bruh. All right, well, he has to come in the dark.
You all right? Ready for your water?
Whatever.
Okay, have a seat. Get your water.
don't trust y'all.
Okay.
I just don't trust people. See?
Okay.
I don't trust white people at all.
Can you have a seat over there?
I mean, I might just put the food. I don't trust white people at all. I don't.
Okay, I'm not white.
She is behind you though.
But I'm giving you the water. She leaving.
All right.
Okay.
It's whatever. She coming with you. I mean, I better y'all just do that. You feel me? Blessings.
We're gonna wait for 1 minute on this, all right?
Hmm?
Then you'll get it. Wait for the other detective to get here.
All right.
It's gonna be all right, man.
All right.
Go right now.
So, Mr. Anderson, I'm Detective McNeil. This is my partner, Detective Field, Cincinnati Police. And we would like to speak with you.
I don't want to speak to nobody but my lawyer, right here.
Okay. All right.
So if y'all done, I'm just detained. I ain't under arrest. I like to leave. Y'all call my mom if any other thing.
You go close up. Well, that's not going to happen. You're not going to go anywhere. Okay, you're going to stay with us. It's your right to do whatever it is you want to do up to that point. However, I think there is some things that may have happened that you and I should talk about. And again, I would like to do that if you give us the opportunity to.
No.
No? No. Okay. All right. All right. Sounds good. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill out some paperwork.
I'm not gonna fill out nothing.
No, we're gonna fill out some paperwork and we'll just take you over to the jail.
Okay.
All right. Just sit tight.
Now, what jail is this?
Justice Center.
Now, what am I under arrest for?
You're gonna be charged with aggravated murder.
Aggravated.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, just call my lawyer. We'll get there. Then my mom come pay my bond.
All right. Well, we'll let you call.
All right.
Over there. All right.
All right. She'll meet me at Summer Behavioral Health Center.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
Lonald definitely has a lot of issues with his mental health. However, this was not just the only issue with this arrogant criminal. Prior to murdering Derek Smith, Lonald wanted to murder a 10-year-old girl and her mother. This proves that Lonald always had the intention to defy the law through violence. Thus, to break off Lonald's continual defiance, the detective is about to get on his level in an effort to make him comply.
A form and then you'll be on your way.
All right. Y'all want my signature on something or something? Cause I'm not signing nothing, y'all.
No.
I'm not saying nothing. Just take me to jail.
We're gonna do that.
Or wherever. Just sign it to wherever. I'm not speaking no words. I have a lawyer and an attorney. Okay. My mom handles all my affairs. So wherever we going, we can just leave. Okay. Cause I ain't under arrest. So you can't detain a black man. So if y'all have nothing to talk about, I'm a free black man. There's nothing to talk about. Y'all ain't something I was under arrest for. Dude that did try to shoot me in the face. Did nobody saying about dude at Murray's? I kept going to Murray's last night. Now, it's funny. I kept going to Murray's on the west side, but I'm like, damn. Some dude in Murray's, a white dude the other night, threatened to shoot me. Murray's like, well, you threatened to come up here with your mom. I'm like, bruh. But when I came up here was talking nice to my mom, you start talking crazy. But last night, at nighttime, he came like, hey man, look, bruh. I'm like, look, bruh, I told you I'm handling that with my lawyer. Then he tried to do some shit last night. So if y'all care for hollering about me about Murray, man, f Murray. He's like, oh man, well if the white guy ever comes up here, we'll just bang him out of here. I'm like, well, bruh. He's like, well, somebody keeps calling 911. I was like, oh, who? Bruh, I ain't had a phone in almost 2 years. 2 years. I ain't got to say. Y'all done? I need to say something? Okay, so I'm a free man. What's going on? Hello?
Well, you're not free to go.
Okay, I'm not free to go. So what's going on? What's the charge? What? What's the charge?
Murder.
Okay, so where we going?
You're going to jail once the paperwork get done.
Okay, well, come on.
Not yet. Give us a minute.
I'm ready to go.
I know. We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
No, you won't. Was it to stare down the evils?
No.
Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers evil than me, bro. None of you. For real. I'll bite the hell with my teeth. I ain't ate down there 81 hours. Real shit. like starving out here. Might not look like it, but I'm starving out here. You feel me? So I ain't worried about what say on the street, none of that shit. Real shit. Can y'all uncuff me before I can drink the water?
No, I'll give you some.
So you pour water in my mouth?
Yeah, I'm gonna assist you with it.
All right. Appreciate it.
Need some more?
Not really. Just need my teeth fixed.
Need your teeth fixed?
Is the white chick come bring some food or what we doing? Is we sitting right here just looking stupid?
We're just waiting on some paperwork to get finished. Can you
what paperwork?
Julie?
What paperwork? What the man? It's some crazy shit. My wrist hurt, my dude scraped my chin on the ground, like man, this crazy. Hey.
Said you ain't had nothing to eat in a couple hours? 81 hours? Is that what you said? Why so long ago?
You sound like an old history song.
You said I sound like a what?
Yeah.
Who's that on your shirt?
Me. Custom made shirt. $40,000 shirt. Real diamonds.
Okay.
I designed it, created everything. It's my company, my logo, everything. I own this shirt. These like these pants. I own these pants. I own these shoes.
What's the name of your company?
It's all my everything I own. My body, I own it. This my company. This my company. Timberland, my company. I ain't tripping.
Well, before when I first came in the room, a couple of things I wanted to talk to you about was what happened to you at Murray's, and then what happened later that night. Actually, what happened earlier that day to Murray's, and then what happened later that night.
Okay. Keep talking. I'm waiting. I'm listening.
But in order to continue that conversation,
listen,
we would have to go over.
I don't want to talk. Either I'm under arrest and walk out this door. If I'm not under arrest, I can just leave. That's what I'm doing.
No, you can't do that, man. Have a seat.
Bruh, uncuff me.
Have a seat, man. Just have a seat.
Because I ain't under arrest, I can leave. Bro. You can't detain a black man.
Just have a seat, man. Have a seat. Just have a seat.
I ain't gonna have no seat, bro. I'll just stand right here.
All right. Stand right there.
That's what we're gonna do. And when my mom comes, we just take me where?
What's your mom's name?
Denise Hazel. You call her.
Denise Hazel?
She works at Price and Rex. Her number is 513
Hang on a second.
559. And that's all I got to say.
What's her number? You say 513?
I ain't saying nothing else.
I didn't get the number. Okay. All right. You said Denise Hazel? All right.
Was it 236? 9544?
It definitely wasn't 9544.
I thought I heard. I'm just trying to help out.
No, you're not.
Okay. If you want to repeat the number, you can. If not,
I'm good. Just call her. My phone lost. My phone's tied with her phone.
You said it's tied with hers?
No.
They got the same company?
Definitely not the same company. I don't know what that even means.
Right. What does
I wouldn't get a phone cut on through her with Cricket right there in Price Hill.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay. So where's your phone at?
I don't know.
You don't know? Did you lose it today?
No.
No? Okay. Denise Hazel, Miss Hazel. She at work right now? Okay. Price Hill Rec Center, you said? What's she do up there?
She's the boss.
Okay.
Head woman in charge. 36 years.
Really?
Almost about to retire.
Oh, wow.
Mom did 4 years in Marysville, but still in clothes.
Your mom did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Got out and got a temp service job at the Owl's Nest. Over there by, what's that, Purcell Mary.
Yeah.
And been at the job ever since.
Okay.
So, I go there and go swimming every day with her. Pack the lunch, help the kids pack the lunch. Well, I used to actually pack the lunches.
Okay.
So I actually worked in the JC, packing them damn dirty, nasty lunches. Real
Okay. That's good, man. 36 years on the job. That's unbelievable. When's the last time you talked to her?
Who?
Your mom.
Every day in my heart. I don't got to talk about mom, think about her, breathe about her, love.
Okay.
That's all she got to know.
Okay. That's fair. Well, hopefully ain't too much longer, man. Just a few more minutes.
Lonald's display of emotional connection seems like another trivial effort to divert the interrogation from his crime. It's at this moment the detective notices how utterly detached he is from his actions. What follows next is a trail of more baseless confessions, as if it's going to let Lonald get off the hook.
I've been a mental outpatient since I was 26.
Okay.
I first started out in College Hill with Dr. Akambe, who taught me how to speak Jamaican.
Okay. So when you normally go there, what happens? They give you medicine?
Yeah, with Master Arm.
Okay. Does that help you?
Hell the fuck no.
Why not?
No, this medicine help you. But that's psychotropic meds. Listen, when I was up there Pickaway in jail for 1 year child support, man, I got 3 fucking kids. 3. One grown, 29. He work at the Reds there. He a boss on a professional fucking chef. He the cook for down there every fucking football team personally. My son got pictures with Johnny Bench. My son he just cooked for the Ring of Honors dinner. Wow. I was at the Ring of Honors dinner. You can ask my girlfriend. We got season tickets. You can ask. You go to my phone. I got season tickets. Renoir Row. 236. Seats 11 and 12. I was right at the Ring of Honor dinner. Nice. Right there. I've been a Bengal fan my whole life. The season started on my birthday, 9/12. We played the Vikings. I'm an Aiken Falcon. What you mean? I'm a diehard Bengal fan. I never believed in nothing else. 81 to 88.
Who's your all-time favorite player?
What you mean? Boomer Esiason. What you mean?
Boomer.
What? Come on, man. I'm a diehard Bengal fan. I ain't never believed in nothing else but this city. Hometown, boy. I ain't never went nowhere but Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere. I ain't never been outside the city but to Tennessee. That's it.
What was in Chattanooga?
Girlfriends.
Okay.
Good friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? I like traveling. Atlanta. You know what I mean? I travel everywhere. So, I do music, I write, I do poetry, do everything. I can build houses, construction, demolition. Come on, man. I can do it all.
Let me hear some poetry.
Last night, I was just sitting against the wall thinking, if I was LL, caught in a crazy dream, wouldn't that be some madman thinking? I mean, shit, y'all thinking I'm crazy as hell, got me locked up in this corner. Dude tried to shoot me in the face. Broad daylight, but y'all wouldn't do that, but tell dude to put my face in some corner. Dude trying to say, turn around, freeze, shoot you in the face, calm down. Shit, anybody tell that white boy to shoot me in the face in Murray, they was like, oh, calm down. He's like, someone keep calling, like the white boy at Murray's last night. He's like, I'm security. I said, why the fuck you security? No, like, bruh, if my phone was here, bruh, I need security for Lil Boosie. The one dude, Vito, on tour right now. Bruh, Lil Juicy Lattimore on tour right now in Future. That's my little cousin. I do private security. Bruh, I got a whole, bruh, listen, I ain't being gay. My whole hip metal. 36 staples. I did this when I was 21. I had the youngest hip surgery at University Hospital. I was 21. I found a building right there by East University. 213 to be exact. That yellow house with the green door. Bro, I have to go across, I have to go out my house and go in the Zero Dirty house. I have to go out my house and go in Bob, Curtis Bostic's house. I was a friend of the program when Bob was up there. I was actually there the same night when the Zero Dirty got cut in the face. And that big old gas was talking that shit to the New York boys. They kept telling me stop doing that shit. And that boy pulled out that razor and cut that boy's face. I was right there.
Really?
Literally. My dude, my dude Sean Kelly and them, they mom used to stay on the top of the penthouse. that my friend Sean and his boys, he's been in his group. And his mom, the group, their mom used to stay on top of that building in the penthouses. You feel me? I used to be in that penthouse all the time. We used to clean it up, had girls over there. I think his mom was like an engineer. You feel me?
Oh, wow.
So I always been in UC. But I knew Bob personally, but I used to sit and smoke with Bob. Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Real
Bob Huggins?
Yeah. What you mean? He was the best cook, bro. I lived Tony Bobby. That's my cousin from Florida. I don't want to ask him to come here. He stayed in Roseland. I personally begged him to come here. Personally. Begged him to come here. He said, bro, I got you, cuz. Come on, I go to Florida all the time. All the time. I got okay, now. Remember that old commercial? It was an old Florida A&M commercial. Way back in the day. My mom, they was like, hey, we got a surprise for y'all. I was like, what? He's like, sit down. Our cousin Reggie's gonna be on TV. I was like, what you mean our cousin Reggie's gonna be on TV? It's a long time ago. My cousin Reggie, he played the trumpet. He was in a Florida A&M commercial, and he was the last drummer in the commercial, and he was in the commercial. He was the last person playing the commercial. That's like I was 10 years old. Now he down in Florida. He on like damn near 20 car shops, a studio in his house. I watched my best friend over and over and over beg for his life. The last I heard that man said was, no, sir, officer. That man placed his hand over my friend's yes. Head off. So yeah, I got a little revenge in me. And I told white motherfuckers when I ever see, I made a promise to my dad. For real. That I plant his fucking head. They plant ours. Name how many officers going to jail for killing innocent black men. Real shit. Nah, all that. How many officers going to jail for killing innocent black men? None. So shit, I'll get even. For real. Nigga, look. The next kill a innocent black man, I'm gonna kill an innocent black cracker. And y'all hang a head, I'm gonna hang a head. See, remember the trophy room? See, white people hang real heads in that room, like a deer. Real hunters. I remember that movie with Ice-T a long time ago. Nigga thought he was, that nigga thought he was accompanied. Shit. And invite that boy up for dinner. Now, play with me like that. You want to play them movie? I don't do movies. I do real life. It's real life. When you walk outside to reality. You don't walk outside to no fucking movies. Life is life. Real is real. Real shit. Look me in my eyes. You feel me? Real shit. Now it'd be funny when I get serious, Facebook can ban me. I'm banned off Facebook right now, off every page. You feel me?
Why's that?
Don't know. They keep blocking me now. I did a live with a song exactly called what I just told you. Look in my eyes. It's a reggae song, okay? Now, I have dreadlocks, but they're not dreadlocks. See, white people made them evil like that. You feel me? No? Now, I can hear the white lady. You feel me? No? See, white makes my aganoids act up. See, I can look at you, but I'm as clear as this water. You hear me? I can feel them in the room. See, someone just moved a chair. I can smell them, breathe them, taste them.
So you want to kill them?
Yep. Every day. See, it'd be funny. You can catch a black man dead in the alley, car, wherever. They're like, oh shit, he's just dead. So why don't you catch white people dead in the alley? I don't ever see those stories on nowhere. They always advertise the black people dead. Why don't you advertise the white people dead? Oh, that'd be a mopping story, huh? Everybody donate to the Matt Mopping Fund. Did you ever find that soldier? Because I've been donating to this fund for a long time. Who is Matt Mopping?
You said you've been donating to the fund?
Huh?
To the Matt Mopping Fund?
I sure have. Me and my wife we lived in my healthy. But I did security at Fat Daddy's on Redden Road.
Okay.
So I've been donating to this fund for a long time. So who is Matt Mopping? He's never existed.
But you gave money to him?
Yeah. Me and my wife donated to his cars. I don't know what the who is Matt Mopping? Never met him. Never seen him, nothing.
Well, that seemed like a generous thing that you did.
I mean, my daughter's in the service. It's like the guys, well, I was just working in the script building. They gave me $100 to get my daughter in the service. Coolest guys in the world down at the dock. Asked them. I worked there for dinner 8 months.
So there are some nice white people that.
I mean, I'm respectful if you respect me, but the way I just rough me in that alley, man, all them. And I don't want to talk to none. And I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I don't. They all behind that camera right there. See, I can tell it when that white dot move. And that's the camera. And I don't give a fuck about no camera. For real. I don't. I go to jail for the rest of my life. Y'all ain't sent Ray Tinson to jail for the rest of his life. They did. They let that boy free and paid him. So I'll tell him when I see him, put his head on the wall. Real shit.
So you got a lot of revenge in you, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's up. When I see Ray Tinsley, y'all can quote it. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can quote it. When I see you, Ray Tinsley, I'm going to put a hole in your head. Facts.
In between the incoherent stories, Lonald again tries to justify his crime. However, by referencing the murder of another unrelated victim named Sam Dubose, he tries to make his defense stronger. Despite not having any connection with Sam Dubose, he falsely victimizes himself by talking about his murder. Will this alibi be good enough to reduce his sentencing?
We gotta play Cowboys and Indians, arm yourself. These motherfuckers killing us. For real. Did nobody say about all them, when all them white folks threatened our old boy, also a girl, that got killed, and her boyfriend was in the back of the car, and they killed him. They was talking all that trash. They ain't saying what all them million motherfuckers Black Panther motherfuckers came through that motherfucker with all them guns, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that, yeah.
What was that?
Huh? What you mean? When they killed the old girl? The black chick, the Turner chick, when they killed the one chick in Louisville. They was talking that whole shit, all them crackers. And all them niggas came on that motherfucker. Said they ain't gonna take that shit no more. The July the 4th. Man, look, I don't believe in no pagan holiday. There's no such thing as a holiday. What makes one day more special than another day? Like this, Halloween coming up. What's Halloween?
What about your birthday?
What's that? It's a day.
Okay.
It's a pagan day. Every day is a, no, I don't celebrate no holidays.
Okay.
I don't eat pork. I ain't ate pork in almost 30 years.
Okay.
30 years. I've been this way in life since high school, since the 8th grade. I wrestled in high school, 165.
What year you graduated?
91.
91.
Yeah, buddy. Lil Rose was me and Rose graduated together at the JC. Lil Rose, the little bitty CEO, Lil Rose. That's my guy. We graduated from high school together. It's my guy. Every time I go to JC, it's my guy. He would come see me and take care of me. Like, bro, you good? Got some motherfucking food? Need some of your books? All that type of shit. I don't have no problem with the white CEOs, because they always try to hide me somewhere and beat my ass. Real shit. That's why I kept getting sent to Summit. Well, there's never wrong with me. Some white motherfuckers started put me downstairs and beat the fuck out of me all by themselves.
You say ain't nothing wrong with you?
Bro, there's nothing wrong with me. Nothing. I don't even take the medicine.
So why go to Summit then if ain't nothing wrong with you?
Because they sent me to Summit.
Oh, okay. So you just pretend, or not pretend, but
at all.
You just play the game.
What game? My life ain't no game. This shit real.
Well, I'm not talking about your life. I'm saying if they want to send you to Summit because they
can
think something
do
wrong
whatever
with
they
you,
want.
you just roll with
They
it.
diagnosed me at this at 26.
That's what?
Bipolar, schizophrenic, manic depressive. Now, when I read it, two of those things the same thing. They said they give you grandiose feelings. They say make you feel like Jesus. What's grandiose?
But you just said you see that.
See, look, grand.
You
That's
said
like the Clan Wizard, the Ku Klux Klan.
But you just said you feel that when you see white people.
Man, what's grandiose?
I don't know. You
see? What's grandiose?
But you used it a while ago.
What? Grandiose?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Again, Lionel is too racist and arrogant to realize that his grotesque desires to hurt white people are only incriminating him even further. But will Lionel's mental illness affect his trial and sentencing?
To make it absolutely clear that courts are to consider the safety of the community when they're looking at setting bail for the defendant.
Lionel's act of murder called for a significant change in the way Hamilton County works around bailing violent offenders. This grimly portrays that had he not been caught, he would have continued with his core motive in life, claiming lives of innocent people. This only justifies the need for his prolonged incarceration. Due to this evil crime, Lonell was ultimately sentenced to 28 years in prison. On April 11, 2023, a police department in Florida received a frantic 911 call from Cherie Nicole Howard, reporting the tragic death of her sister, Sherry Howard. However, as detectives question Cherie, they have no idea they're dealing with someone far more complex and unsettling than they expect.
Do you know what happened to your sister?
Is it possible for me to have a black detective in here as well?
A black detective?
Yes.
Your sister's dead. Okay, and you're going to be charged with murder for that.
Africa deserves solar power, solar system.
Is Cherie pretending to be mentally unstable to avoid responsibility, or is something far more sinister hiding beneath the surface? On April 11, 2023, a chilling 911 call brought officers to the Howard sisters' home in the quiet Bartlett Park neighborhood of St. Petersburg, Florida. Inside, they found 54-year-old Sherry Lynn Howard, an admired realtor and civic leader, lying lifeless just steps from the front door. There were no signs of forced entry, no evidence of an intruder, and standing nearby was her younger sister, Cherie, calm and composed, showing no visible signs of remorse. Officers wasted no time bringing her in, but what unfolded next revealed something far more disturbing than a sudden act of violence.
My name's Alex. I'm a detective with St. Pete.
I'm Mallory. I brought you the water. You remember me? Okay. I like your pink nails. You just get them done? They look good for Easter.
So I want to talk to you about what happened, like why we're here to begin with. Before we do that, I do have to run through this form to ask you a bunch of questions. That way you and I understand each other, and that way we're on the same page, okay? Can you spell your first name for me?
C-H-A-R-E-E.
Are you saying R-E-E?
Yes.
And then your last name?
Howard. H-O-W-A-R-D.
Okay, and what's your birthday?
12/23/1983.
And how old are you? 39. Yes. And where do you live?
675 Newton Avenue South.
Okay. What's today? The 11th?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't slept in days.
5:26. You've been sleeping.
Get all these pains. I'm experiencing them now. These headaches, and I feel like my body is on fire. I've been going through this for like 2 years, off and on.
Just burning and all. Is it starting in your head, or where's it starting at?
Right now, it's just in my arms.
Okay. What happens when you feel that? Do you black out, or do you remember, or do you...
It's hard for me to remember a lot of stuff when I haven't slept.
Yeah.
In days, I don't even know how many days it's been.
Okay. So you've been feeling this for days?
Yes.
Okay. So like over Easter and stuff, you were feeling it?
Yes.
All right.
Right from the start of the interrogation, something feels off. Cherie's voice carries an unsettling tone, which is calm yet oddly suspicious, as if she's trying to hide something. And the moment she mentions her mental health becomes a major point of interest given her demeanor. Detectives sense a lead and decide to dig deeper. And what they uncover isn't just concerning, it's deeply alarming.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you under the influence of any prescription drugs?
I've taken temazepam and another sleep aid to try to help me sleep.
When was the last time you took that?
Whatever time is
It's about 5:30 p.m. Okay. Spell the name of that. The drug you're taking.
Temazepam. I believe it. TEMAZEPAM.
And what does that do for you?
It's supposed to help with the insomnia.
Okay. How long have you been having to take this for?
Went to the hospital.
Sorry.
I've been to the hospital a couple times in and out for this.
Are they saying what they think is the problem or no? Have they diagnosed you or?
They said something about insomnia. They said something about schizophrenia.
Okay.
I can't remember what else.
Okay.
Any other drugs they give you? Okay. What about any alcohol usage? Have you drank anything?
Sherry, you remember drinking any alcohol?
I took some wine and Fireball whiskey.
Wine and Fireball whiskey?
Yeah.
Okay.
When was this?
Again, I don't know. I've lost track of time. I don't even know what day of the week it is.
Okay.
It's Tuesday. So Easter was on Sunday and it's Tuesday. So from what you're saying, you would have been awake from Sunday to today, from what I'm hearing from you.
I was awake before Easter, so
Okay.
again,
So 4 days then.
It's been 4 days.
Easter was 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so but it was before Easter. I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I keep saying.
Okay.
Lord, help me.
You don't feel like you're under the influence of alcohol right now, though?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
At this point, detectives lock in on their first clear motive. Without hesitation, Cherie admits she's been struggling with alcoholism. But is it just a momentary lapse, or is there something deeper hiding behind her words? And without wasting any time, detectives lay out their major evidence to know what truly happened in their house that day. And only one person in this room knows what actually went wrong.
What about any illegal drugs? Okay. And then, education. What was the last grade you completed?
I'm a doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Where'd you go to school?
Nova Southeastern University.
Okay.
Wow.
What's your DO in? What's your doctorate in?
Like you said, I'm doctor of osteopathic medicine.
Okay. So do you have a practice or anything like that?
Care Palace.
What is it?
Care Palace.
Care Palace?
Care Palace.
Where is that?
I'm still trying to find a location.
Okay.
That's the name of your business, though?
It's trademark. It's On The Go Deal.
Okay.
On the Go DO?
Huh. That's a trademark.
That's cool.
Can you read?
Yes.
They're stupid questions, I know.
Can you write?
Yes.
And can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Knowing that you went to medical school and everything like that, I'm required to ask you these questions. I know they're silly. What I'm going to read you are your Miranda warnings, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you? Is that a yes or no? Is that verbal, please?
Yes.
Okay. And then having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us now?
No.
No? Okay.
Sherry, I know when you, from what I know, you called police today and made some statements about, I believe you said something like, I killed my sister, and I know you told the call taker that you choked her. Do you want to talk about that with us and kind of explain to us what happened with that whole situation? Because we want to hear, what you have to say, and all we have to kind of go on is what we're seeing out at the crime scene at the house. And I understand you probably have a lot to tell us with everything. You said you've been struggling for 2 years, and we just want to hear kind of more about your story and what happened today. Are you interested in talking to us at all about what happened?
And that's it. With the pressure closing in, Cherie pulls out what feels like her final card. A twist so unexpected, it turns the entire case upside down.
I'm sure you're scared with everything that's going on. I'm sure it's been a pretty scary 2 years for you. And we're here and we're willing to listen to anything you want to tell us, okay? I'm sure it has not been easy for you, and I know you're tired. You want to tell us about what you've been through lately?
Hell.
I'm sure. Sweetie. Tell me about it. I want to hear what you have to say, okay?
I don't feel safe.
Okay. Tell me why you don't feel safe. Because you're safe here with me right now, okay? Tell me your story. I want to hear about you and what's been going on, okay?
About being detained.
Right now, yeah. But this is a part of us figuring out what happened, you know? And unfortunately, we have to have you to to tell us what happened.
Tried to escape.
Okay. Tried to escape from where?
You had said earlier that you went to the hospital recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with that?
Schizophrenia, psychosis, insomnia.
Are you on medication for the schizophrenia, or I know you said there was some stuff for insomnia you're taking.
I was supposed to, but I didn't take it.
Okay. Have you been taking it, or you just have never taken it?
I didn't take it.
Okay. Do you disagree with what was prescribed, or do you, with the diagnosis, or what's your opinion on that?
No, I'm not schizophrenic.
Okay. Hey, listen, you're the only doctor sitting in this room, so you're gonna know more than any of us. That's for sure. What's been going on with your sister? Do y'all get along, or what's been going on there? That's your older sister, right? Okay. Do y'all live together at the house out on Newton? Okay. How long have y'all been together your whole life, living together, or is that recent change? Okay. Do y'all get along normally, or what's the relationship like with your sister?
At this point, detectives refuse to let things cool down. The moment they notice a shift in Cherie's body language at the mention of her sister's name, they zero in, pressing that nerve again and again. By adding pressure to a single topic of discussion, oftentimes suspects' natural urge to do anything to get it to stop, and more often than not, that comes in the form of revealing the truth. And when the moment feels right, they lay out their major evidence, hoping to break through the cracks.
What's your sister's name? What is it? Lynn? Is she a doctor as well? What does she do?
When you said you were trying to escape, were you saying you're trying to escape the house today, or what were you referring to?
Trying to go where love is, and I do not feel love here.
Okay. Well,
feel there's a bounty on my head.
Why would you say that?
Sheree, here's the thing. At the end of the day, you called the police. You told them I killed my sister. Of course, we find your sister there. It makes logical sense. You're an incredibly intelligent woman that we would sit here and want to hear what happened. I'm sure you can understand that. I'm sure you don't feel an immense amount of love here because this is a situation that we're sitting here in, and I totally get that. But either way, we gotta try to get through this together. I'm here. I'm ready to listen to you. So is Detective Interrogation here. We're here. We want to hear from you and what happened. Okay? Can you tell us what happened?
What I can tell y'all is I went out through the city and I was followed by undercovers. And they followed me all the way up to a parking garage. And there are these little signals that y'all give. Little clues, like we're playing human chess or something.
Okay.
And one of your detectives threatened me.
What'd he say?
When I got the Gatorade from him, he said, "This is it." I mean it. So I don't feel safe.
Okay. But you felt safe saying I killed my sister on a recorded line to comm center?
Feel safe at home either. I don't feel safe in this city.
Why didn't you feel safe at home? Tell me about that.
We're gonna step out for a second. You're back.
Sheree speaks of human chess and dictators, and her strange deflections can't be brushed aside. Detectives begin to wonder if something is seriously wrong with her mental state, and even that doesn't explain what she's already confessed. Because right from the beginning, it's Sheree who makes the 911 call and calmly admits she has strangled her sister.
Newton Avenue. Caller stating that she just killed her sister, saying she was attacked by her sister, and that she choked her, is not moving.
If we're on the phone with her, tell her to come out to the street with her hands empty and up.
Yet, despite all the strange behavior, one thing is still missing: the motive. So detectives go back in one more time, hoping she'll finally come clean. But now, her demeanor shifts in a way no one expected. Almost colder, almost scarier, as if the truth doesn't weigh on her at all.
Hey. So, do you know what happened to your sister?
Is it possible for me to have a black detective in here as well?
A black detective?
Yes.
Okay. We can work on that for you. But I just want to let you know what's going on. So, do you know what happened to your sister? Okay, so basically, your sister's dead. Okay? And you're going to be charged with murder for that. So in lieu of that, so we're going to be having forensic services come in, photograph your injuries and stuff like that. Okay? So just bear with us.
By now, it was clear that Sheree was the one responsible for her sister's tragic death, and yet those who knew them couldn't believe it. Relatives said the sisters shared an unusually close bond. Sherry, who was 19 years older, had always looked out for Sheree like a second mother. But with the interrogation offering little more than evasions and contradictions, it was time to take the next step. The case was heading to the courtroom, where the truth would finally face the law. On June 3rd, 2024, after hours of tense deliberation, the jury finally reached a verdict, and it left the entire courtroom in stunned silence. Cherie Nicole Howard was found not guilty, not because she didn't do it, but because of insanity. The charge of second-degree murder was dropped. Instead of prison, the judge ordered her to be placed under involuntary commitment in a secure psychiatric facility run by the state of Florida.
Who killed your mom?
Killed?
Yes. It's you, your dad, and your mom at the house.
On December 21st, 2019, in Sherwood, Arkansas, 55-year-old William Glover reported discovering the body of his wife, 54-year-old Sonia Glover, on the couch, covered in blood. Inside the home, officers also encountered the couple's 19-year-old son, Carson Glover. Both William and Carson were taken to the police station for further questioning.
I'm Detective McDermott, Sherwood Police Department. Along with me here, Sergeant Hicks. And in front of me is Carson Glover. So Carson, go ahead and tell me yesterday, your whole day,
All right,
the time you woke up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, first when I woke up, I split a little firewood because we almost had a whole load to take down the street to sell the firewood. So after we did that, we took it down the street and sold the firewood.
And who's we?
This is at like 2:00, and this is me and my dad.
Okay.
And then, let me think for a second. When my mom got there, when me and my dad got there, my mom wasn't there, and I called her, and she said she was at Goodwill, Dollar Tree, going to Jacksonville Goodwill, saying she's going to be back later. So she didn't get there till like, let's say about 5:30. And then what happened? I knew this was going to happen, but at 5:30, what happened? Oh yeah, me and my dad, we got a fire pit going because he was going to make some cheeseburgers on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then, hold on. But you see, time out. That's all correct. But there was like times where I kept leaving and my dad kept leaving. So like I don't know the order. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, just
like I would go to my friend's house, and then I would go to my house. Then I would go to another friend's house, and my dad would be over here going to his friend's house, going to go get some more firewood. You know what I mean? Like I was over here going to my friend's house, hanging out with my friends, and my dad was working pretty much.
So let's start back real quick, okay? And we'll walk through it, okay?
Yeah,
I'll help you with it. So what time did you wake up yesterday?
About 10:45.
10:45. Okay. And you were at your house at?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Was anybody else in the residence?
Yeah.
Who?
My mom and dad.
Okay. All right. So you got home around 10 o'clock, you said? Who was all at the residence when you got home?
I know my mom's car was there.
Did you see your mom?
She was laying down on the couch.
Okay. Did you speak to her? Did you see her?
No, I'm trying to remember. My dad's truck was there. No, well, yeah, she was sleeping on the couch.
Okay. So she was sleeping on the couch, and then what happened?
After what?
Well, you walked in, you seen her sleeping on the couch, then what'd you do?
Well, I probably went to my room, but no, I was trying to figure out what I did before then. Because I don't remember, like, if my dad was there. It's just like a whole bunch of different variations. Like, if my dad's not there, I'm going to get my friend to come back over. And I don't know how to describe it to you. It's like a bunch of crazy
life stories you have to be with. You got to be with our friends to know, I guess.
Carson offers a vague timeline riddled with inconsistencies, despite the fact that the events occurred just a day earlier. During questioning, he lets something slip. He knew this was going to happen. He claims he saw his mother lying on the couch when he got home that night, assuming she was asleep. However, his reluctance to provide clear answers and his evasive demeanor suggest that he's dodging the truth, confident that he's outsmarting the investigators. Then, he says something so unexpected that it leaves detectives stunned.
All right, well, look,
That's probably what it is.
Carson, this is what I'm trying to figure
I don't want the person that gets hurt, I don't want you to know nothing about them.
What do you mean by that?
They killed my mom.
Well, explain what you...
Chainsaws, machetes. What do you mean? Y'all are talking to me. I have a brother too.
Well, we can only talk to one at a time.
Exactly. That's stupid.
All right. You got home around 10 and your mom was sleeping on the couch.
Right.
And she wasn't hurt or anything?
I didn't mess with her.
Well, I know that. I'm saying she wasn't hurt.
I didn't mess with her. I seen afterwards. So, okay. But I didn't walk over there towards her.
Okay. So tell me, after she was done, she was sleeping on the couch.
And then, oh my God.
What did you do? You said you probably went to your room?
Wait, what was your question?
You said, after you seen her sleeping on the couch, you said you probably went to your room?
Yeah, I either went to my room or fireplace, maybe.
Okay, which is it? Which one did you do? Did you go to your room?
Maybe both.
Okay. Then what happened after that? Did you go to sleep or just stay in your room?
No, I did go out to the fire. I went to my room, then I did go back to the fireplace, went back to my room, and then that's when my dad got there. And then I heard screaming, I ran in there, and then I instantly seen a pillow right there covered in blood.
How long was your dad home from the time you heard the screaming?
How long was he home since I heard the screaming? Like, my dad just got home, then heard the screaming?
Well, that's what you said earlier. You said you weren't sure if he was home, and then you said he just got home.
Nah, he was freaking out. He wasn't, like, screaming, you know?
How did you know your dad just got home? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I heard the door.
You heard which door?
The door, the red door.
The front door?
The front door is loud. I mean, you can hear it.
Okay. And then after you heard the door open, then what?
And then I still stayed in my room. And then, like, 2 seconds later, he said, "She's dead." That's exactly what he said.
Okay. How did he say it?
Screaming.
Okay. Do you know who would do this to your mom?
No.
As Carson continues to speak, he unknowingly digs himself deeper. In an attempt to deflect attention, he mentions having a brother, subtly shifting suspicion in another direction. He claims it was his father's screams that drew him from his room to discover his mother's body. However, the longer the questioning continues, the more twisted it becomes. Detectives begin to wonder, is Carson covering for his father or deliberately painting him as the villain to save himself? Now they're about to confront him about a statement he made just moments ago, and his reaction only deepens their suspicion.
That's what we're just trying to make sure that we're on the same page with you. We want to understand.
It's
your
impossible.
statement that your timeline kind of keeps mixing up, so that's what I'm trying to.
I'm really good at that, though. I'm good at that. I'll admit that.
Well,
like timelines and like on points, exactly 9 o'clock. I'm good at that.
Well, that's all we're trying to establish. So let me ask you this: you said a statement earlier. You said you knew this was going to happen. What did you
I
mean
ain't
by
say that. No, I did not say that.
Well, actually, I wrote it down when you said it.
I knew
So
this was going to happen.
you said it, and I wrote it down right when you
I
said
knew this. No, it never.
Okay.
I didn't say. No. Time out.
it. Okay, it's fine.
I might have said something similar or
Okay,
whatever.
what did you mean?
No, when did you hear me say that?
Right
I'm
at the beginning.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Of here?
Mm-hmm.
I knew this was going to happen. And, well, I was. About what? You knew what was going to happen.
I'm trying to ask you what you meant by that.
Well, shoot, I'm over here freaking out. I think I'm like in jail right now.
You're not in jail.
I
You're
know,
not.
but it's just the way I am.
We're trying to figure out what happened to your mom, okay?
That's taken care of. What we doing? Let's like put in some investigation or
That's
something.
what we're doing.
That's what we're doing right now, okay?
We have to get the timeline to everybody that's seen her. We got
Some
the we got the
damn
bill.
kid probably.
Why do you think that? Is there a kid in particular?
Not
you think?
particular. Well, there was, but I don't really think so.
Who?
No, that. I mean, he's done for.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. I want to help me understand what it's like in your household living there. How would you describe living there at your house?
It's arguments. It's pretty. I mean, it's arguments and fights all the time.
Okay.
But it's not like no pa or fighting. It's like
who's arguing?
Pouring milk and Mountain Dew on each other type of fighting.
Right. Well, who's
that
fighting?
happened?
I mean,
last,
is that between
that happened
you
last night.
and mom, or you and dad, or
them two?
You talking about you two being, or them two being your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
That happened last night.
What happened last
night? My dad poured Mountain Dew on my mom.
Okay.
And one time poured coffee on it.
Okay.
What time did that all happen?
That one happened a while back. The coffee was yesterday. I mean, the Mountain Dew was yesterday. And something else serious happened yesterday, but I can't remember.
Tell us about it.
I'm thanking you, man. And I seen him pour the coffee on it.
What happened after?
Hot coffee.
When was that?
That was a couple months ago. That was like 3 months ago. But my dad's he's not a bad person though. He's kind of he's a little crazier, you know.
What happened after he poured Mountain Dew on her?
Well, actually, I don't know because I was in my room. Next thing I know, they both ran outside and then they locked themselves out. So I had to go unlock them in. And then my mom was trying to scratch me and stuff. But
that was tonight?
That was yesterday.
Well, what time was that?
Late, like 11 o'clock. I'm surprised the cops didn't call in.
Like 11 o'clock last night?
Mm-hmm. Like they were screaming super loud.
I'm going to ask you another question. I want you to be truthful. Okay? Does your dad own any type of firearm? Handgun, rifle?
My dad?
Yes.
I don't know what my dad does.
Well, doesn't he like to hunt and stuff?
I don't know what my dad owns as a firearm.
Are there any in the house? Do you own one?
Okay, see, no, that's a problem because there's no guns. There's no guns.
All right, first,
okay.
What?
Are you being 100% truthful?
They're not mine for sure.
I didn't say they were yours. I'm just asking, are there any guns in the house? Because you know there's ways that we can test.
Okay.
Are there any guns in the house?
I don't know if my dad has any guns in the house, but look, I do, but you won't find them.
It's not to get anybody in trouble. We're just trying to answer that question.
Carson, look, I understand the father-son relationship, and I understand that you're wanting
to go home,
but you're also wanting to protect him. You're scared of answers.
Hey, but when I get out of here, I'm not sure what the I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be bouncing off walls. You know, you feel me?
Just listen. I understand If you're scared to answer some of the questions because you're afraid you might say the wrong thing. All we want is the truth. Because right now, that's going to help you. You understand?
I ain't going to no court.
I didn't say you're going to court.
I already got felony.
Listen. You understand how serious this is.
No, that's the thing. I really don't think I do. I think I just need to plead for insanity right now.
Carson, look at me.
Plea for what?
Insanity.
You seen your mom, right?
No.
That's how serious this is.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
This is serious.
Hey, bro.
There's nobody else in here.
I know it's crazy. He ain't arrested me or nothing.
Why would we arrest you?
Because he's saying my mom's name. Bro, I will destroy this whole room.
For what?
For no reason.
Well, that ain't going to happen.
What?
That's not what we're here for. We want to get justice for your mom. Is that not what you want?
It. We're trying to find who did this to your mom.
Honestly. Okay, how are we going to do it? What are we going to do?
Well, that's what we're trying to ask questions.
But no, I'm the best teammate y'all got.
And that's why we're trying to get good information.
And then y'all is just some damn police officers. Mm-hmm. I just need to hit the streets myself.
Well, right now, the last two people that saw your mom are you and your dad. And that's what we're trying to establish. When somebody last seen them, what was there, what was...
I couldn't look.
Okay, well, y'all are the last
I'm going to be traumatized.
I'm sure.
It ain't even hit me yet, by the way.
And it hadn't. Did at any time you get over near your mom or anything to even check on her?
I seen a pillow of blood right there, and that's as far as I could go.
What else did you see?
That's it. I seen my dad looking at her face.
What was he doing?
I don't know. I was getting out of the door.
Where'd you go after you seen her?
What?
Where'd you go after you seen her?
Out the door.
What does that mean?
Like, well, really, that's a lot of blood out the door. I got to get out of here.
Okay.
What did you think happened to your mom?
So my dad kept saying she got killed. She's killed. She's killed.
Sonia was found shot to death in her home, and detectives were fully focused on locating the murder weapon. With no signs of forced entry and no clear suspect, suspicion quickly narrowed in on Carson and his father. In cases like this, the killer is often someone the victim knew, someone disturbingly close. Carson, attempting to outwit the detectives, admits to having a gun in the house, but claims they'll never find it. He then escalates, threatening to destroy the room. Detectives are now certain he's involved, but the only question is who pulled the trigger. But Carson remains unaware of just how intense the confrontation ahead will be.
Carson, let me ask you this. Did you hear anything last night? Any sounds, anything?
No. No.
Did you hear them talking?
Who?
Your mom and dad, or your mom or anybody?
No.
Because your mom has some injuries where it would take some, you would hear it, okay?
What you mean?
I mean, with that amount of blood, you would probably hear somebody getting injured. So that's why I'm asking you, did you hear
injured?
Yes.
So she got injured? Like, what do you mean? Like punched in the face?
I don't know what happened to her, but she has injuries on her. And that's
There's trauma to her face and head, so we're trying to figure out.
Okay, it's a big difference of a lot of stuff, but okay.
So we're trying to, did you hear anything?
No, I didn't hear nothing. No.
So let me ask you this. Who would do this to your mom out of the whole world?
I mean, I can make a list of people that would want to hurt my mom.
That would be great.
Yeah. and explain why they would want to hurt your mom. Let me ask you this. Do you think your father's capable of doing this?
No. No.
And why do you say that?
He's not, unless he is really mad, and I ain't seen that really mad. But my brother wasn't around. That's the thing. If my brother was around, I would have knew he did it.
Why is that?
Because my brother would have done that easily. But he wasn't around though. That's the thing.
Did you kill your mom?
Hell no.
Then who did it?
I don't know.
But you realize
I got.
Go ahead.
Nah, because whatever you say.
Listen, your dad's in there and you're in there, and your mom's dead. So help me understand that you didn't do it. Then who killed your mom?
Killed?
Yes. It's you, your dad, and your mom at the house.
I can tell by looking at your face or something you're not telling me.
Nah, it ain't even that.
Then what is it? There's only 3 people in the house. One of them is now dead. How did she die? I mean, you're telling me she was shot now. We didn't know that before. Or that he said that she had been shot.
I'm not even looking at her.
You didn't look at her at all? I mean, when
I'm not even looking at her.
He's told her that she's dead and you didn't even look at your mother?
Not if my dad's screaming that in my face, no.
Okay.
Get him out of here. What do you mean? Damn.
I need to know about the gun.
The gun?
What kind of guns does your dad have?
I don't know. I know he had an AR because that's the only thing I liked. Alright, see, look. Never mind. You wouldn't. I don't know if you'll believe me.
What about 22?
I believe you.
That's pretty common.
Because, like, if my murder weapon would be the AR. You see what I'm saying? See where I'm going with that? Because that.
Officers spoke with his father, William, who claimed he found his wife, Sonia, unresponsive on the living room couch. Instead of calling 911 himself, William ran to a neighbor's house and asked them to make the call. As investigators compared the statements from William and Carson, subtle inconsistencies began to surface. In an effort to clarify the timeline, detectives brought Carson in for a second interview. Yet again, he remained vague, offering little useful information. Days later, the case took a dramatic turn. William returned to the station and revealed new critical details that would shift the entire direction of the investigation. Based on his statement, detectives secured a warrant and arrested Carson. This time, he wasn't brought in as a witness, but as the prime suspect in the murder of his mother, Sonia Glover.
Carson, I came up here to understand about you. You understand? You just gotta get the truth out. You just gotta get the truth out, man. That's all you gotta do. Tell me what happened, man. And then we'll just go from there, okay? What's gonna happen to me? We're gonna talk about it all after that. I'll be straight up honest with you. So first, you have to tell me what happened. You gotta meet me halfway. Okay? Carson, you gotta get it out of you, man. I told you yesterday I was eating you alive. Tell me what happened. So I can help you. Why'd you kill your mom? Carson, do you love your mom? Do you love your mom, Carson? Yeah. Well, then talk to me and tell me how much you love him by talking to me.
The only one that did.
He's the only one that did?
Yes.
I believe it. You hear me? I believe it. You told me about how you constantly couldn't wait for her to come home. So tell me what changed that day. Was it because they weren't going to support you no more? Was it because of court fines?
She's probably ready to go.
What do you mean by she was ready to go? I don't understand what that means. What do you mean?
That's when he flipped out.
Okay, Carson. You didn't tell me what happened, and you're not being truthful.
No, I'm not being truthful.
Because you missed a lot. You missed a lot.
It's very hard for me to lie.
You missed where she died. You missed that part. So Carson, come on. It's time to stop playing.
He's ready to go.
You ready to go where? Because right now, you have the opportunity to talk to me. Tell me what happened. And I can help you. Look at me. Look at me. Right now. I'm giving you this chance. Tell me what happened. Carson, I already know what you did. But you have to show that you're cooperating to help you.
Okay, y'all told my friends that like there was freaking fingerprints on the gun. Probably. I don't know all of them. My fingerprints probably on all the guns in the house.
Okay.
Is that illegal?
No.
I mean, I never possessed them.
No.
I have touched them, and I touched that.
That's fine.
And I even at one point acted dumb and recorded myself as one of them before.
Okay. That's fine.
They are.
That's fine.
And then I posted on my Instagram being really dumb.
Almost everybody your age does.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's fine. But you guys show me your cooperation. Which gun did you use? Yes, you did. Carson, now it's your
I
time.
don't know.
The detective appeals to Carson's humanity, urging him to come clean. He reminds Carson of the bond he once shared with his mother and pleads with him to honor her memory. In a fleeting moment of vulnerability, Carson lets something slip, a chilling motive cloaked in indifference. He mutters, "She was ready to go," a subtle yet sinister hint of what's to come. What he reveals next only deepens the mystery and darkens the truth.
I think I got a drug problem.
Okay.
Well, like, not really, but like, I get addicted to weed. I guess you can say, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But like, it's hard for me to start. Like, I usually don't be like, all right, let's start doing a bunch of drugs. But when I get to doing drugs, yeah.
Okay. Were you high that day?
No.
Okay.
But it was like 2 days before.
Okay. What'd you do?
First time getting high on the wall.
What'd you do?
I just smoked a lot of weed.
Okay.
Well, like I said, weed makes me paranoid, so I don't really like smoking weed. Like, it makes me feel different than it used to make me feel.
Did you take something that made you crazy?
No.
You weren't thinking straight? It's okay. Did you take some kind of pill or something? You didn't know what it was, or it made you act different?
No.
Why'd you shoot your mom? Just tell me why. Why'd you shoot your mom?
Dude, no. It's not what happened. You should probably ask somebody for that. I don't understand what you're saying. I guess you should have wrote it down. Carson, I know you shot your mom. I'm asking you why. Why'd you do it? I told you, we got to fix now. I told you that yesterday. I'm trying to help you get through this now. I'm just asking you, why did you do it? I know you're scared of your dad. You hear me? I know who he is. I know you're scared of him. Carson, or something. Carson, look at me. Look at me. I know you shot your mom. Okay. I just need to know which weapon you used. Where it's at. And you're not telling me. So like a kid doesn't get it or something? I need to. That would be nice. I hope it ain't where a kid could get it. I need to know which weapon you used. I walk out that door. I mean, I have freaking temper tantrums. Like anything thrown around, I probably did it. What else did you do? Nah, I'm not saying I had temper tantrum that day or even a couple days before that. I didn't. But sometimes I do. Well, what happened that day? I've even dragged my mattresses out and threw them in the yard for it. What happened that day? Nothing. I mean, we was both feeling good. The whole family was feeling good. Wait, do you remember? Is that the same day my mom found out that I stole $40? Yes. It is the same day. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Like she was a little pissed off when she got home, but like I just give her a hug and stuff and just calm down, and she was over that. I mean, then why'd you do it? And tell me why. Because if you don't, it's going to make you look like a monster. You did it for no reason. So tell me why you did it. Get it off your shoulders. And you need to tell me I don't know what that means. Which weapon did you use? He also accused me whenever the guns came missing. He also accused me of that. I was like 12 years old. He even said, what am I going to do now? Get out. He said you killed her. How? You shot her, man. I know you even Googled looking up. I've been Googling bullshit. Yeah. That I hear other people say. Like what? Like what? Literally. I mean, because I wouldn't look up something somebody else would say it. Why would you Google, does body make sounds after they're dead? Okay. Carson, now's the time to talk to me. You understand? What does that mean? Your father gave you up, okay?
A family member presented investigators with a chilling voicemail, allegedly the result of an accidental call from William Glover's phone. In the recording, William can allegedly be heard shouting at his son, "You killed her, you bastard." Later, his voice is heard again, demanding, "Where's the murder weapon?" The detectives also confront Carson with a trail of incriminating Google searches. With the evidence mounting, a confession seems inevitable.
Your dad said you bastard. I know you remember hearing that. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Why'd you do it? Okay, time out. My dad would not say that. Yes. He would have broke my neck right there. Oh, he was pissed. No, it's not like that. It's not pissed. He would have broke my neck right then and there. Carson, it's over, man. Quit. You know what? Yes. You know what? I gave you the opportunity. I was going to give you some help, this, that, the other. Tell the prosecutor you were cooperating. But you don't want to cooperate, do you? I can't help you, man. Why do bodies snore when they're dead?
What?
Why do bodies snore when they're dead?
I never. But that don't make no sense.
We're just trying to help.
I'm getting smarter. I know. No. I wasn't. Okay.
She tell you she didn't want to be here anymore? She did? Why did she not want to be here anymore?
No.
Is life too hard?
Yeah.
Do what?
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it? You didn't get what? Carson, what'd you not get, brother? What'd you not get? Huh?
Their life's hard.
Yeah, that's hard on all of us. You not want to be on this earth anymore? Huh?
No.
Yeah,
She didn't.
what'd she say? You didn't want to lose her though, did you?
No.
You trying to scare her not doing it? Didn't know the gun was loaded? Is that what it was, brother? Tell me. You was trying to scare her, wasn't you? Huh? Huh? Come on.
Why would she get doing things that make you happy? And that don't kid. I always thought we was happy.
Don't worry. Everybody has a tough life. Everybody has some stuff being in the family. Why was she in pain?
She would say she's 56 years old.
Middle age crisis, yeah. Everybody goes through that. She want me out of the house?
No, you let me leave the house.
Forensic evidence from the crime scene, including blood spatter patterns and traces found on Carson's clothing, directly contradicted his earlier statements, further implicating him in the crime. With the weight of the evidence pressing down, detectives finally broke through Carson's defenses. He collapsed in tears, and at last, the horrifying truth began to surface.
Yeah, I did.
You what? She's dead, we know. What happened?
Life's changed, man. I just said I did it.
Take this off.
You want to talk? I didn't know.
I mean, yes, right there. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
What wanted to
What would she say to you? She wanted me to use a screwdriver.
She wanted you to use a screwdriver?
Yes.
Why'd she say a screwdriver?
I don't know. It's the only thing there is.
The gun's much easier. Is that why you used the gun?
This is why. What are these to pay? It's not fair. I'm trying to help. I know. And she knows it. It's gotta be tough for her to put you in that position. They knew this was gonna happen. I don't know why they can't be around so long. They knew this was gonna happen. They're just waiting for it to happen. No, they no. They wouldn't be. No, they buy freaking gasoline for the house.
What were you supposed to do with the gasoline?
Started from the bottom.
You burned the house? Your dad? Just your mom?
What?
Did your mom just ask?
No. They both did. That's why I was going to work with Dad.
Did you know you were going to do it that day?
No, I didn't know I was.
Your mom just come and asked you? Or did you just decide that day?
They were so sad. And I knew it was time. I knew it was time a long time before that. But I didn't want her to leave me.
Carson confesses to attacking his mother inside their home, citing years of emotional turmoil and inner conflict. He claims Sonia had been begging with him for months to set her free, a haunting justification only he can attest to. But with Sonia gone, the truth behind those words is now forever out of reach. And this was only the beginning of his chilling confession.
Why that night? What was going on with her? Why was she hurting so bad that night? I don't know. I think she was giving me a sign. They would give me signs.
What kind of
They
sign?
call them signs.
What kind of
They'll
sign?
hide it.
What was the sign she was giving you?
Okay. It's alright.
What sign was she giving you, Carson?
They were signing their bags to me. They knew.
Carson, you gotta help me understand a little bit more.
It was like, oh. Carson, tell me this. It was sad. It's just so sad. Yeah, it is. How many times? A couple. Suffered. Shot her a couple times. Just to make sure she wasn't in pain. Did you think she was still alive afterwards? Is why you Googled to make sure? Yes. Yeah.
What did you do with the weapon afterwards? Where'd you put it? Carson,
We put it back in the backpack.
In the backpack?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, that one.
Okay, good. That's what we need, okay, Carson? You gotta get it out, man. You can't carry all that. No man can.
Can you tell me what it looked like? Green. It's green? Yeah. Green and 22 long rifle Browning. Okay.
22 long rifle Browning?
Pistol. Pistol. Okay.
Or pistol?
Yeah, but it's called 22 long rifle. Browning Buckminster.
You told her something right after you pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? It's okay, man. It's all right. I know, but what'd you tell her? I already know.
I'm sorry, I love you.
I know. Because you do.
And I could tell she was already done when I said it and didn't go to her. And I felt that. She didn't read my message.
Had Sonia simply reached a breaking point, or was there a far more sinister reason behind her death? With the confession secured, detectives concluded their interrogation. Both father and son were arrested and booked into the Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility. Now, the focus shifts to the courtroom, where the real battle for justice is just beginning. Carson Glover was initially charged with first-degree murder, but later accepted a plea deal and was convicted of second-degree murder in September 2023. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison without the possibility of parole.